actors and spectators, welcome to Spirits of the Game.
Yeah, wow!
I will be your spirit master, and you, my captivated audience. I will be lurking in chat, so keep an eye out for my messages, so that you may participate in the excitement. Yes.
That's all right. That's good. That's
All
good.
right. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Woo, wow.
You're gonna go
Wow.
in your corner. Okay. Wonderful. There we go. Hello! Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Spirits of the Game. Now, to start off, I want to welcome you to Oros, an empire in our world of Almir. Oros is an empire that was founded several hundred years ago after a period of conflict spanning several decades. We begin in the kingdom of Sil within the empire, named for the series of islands at the northernmost part of the kingdom with the same name. To Sil's south is the empire's capital, Durast, and to their west, the kingdom of Neberon. Neberon is also a part of the Oros Empire, but they're currently at odds with Sil. Now, I want you all to follow me into our world. Laid out before us are the rolling hills. To our east, we can see the mountains outlining the forest beneath. We're currently on a road. It's unpaved, fallen into a little bit of disrepair. There's holes here. You can see some of the undergrowth growing over. Now, this road is not uninhabited. There is a single individual begrudgingly walking down this road. A little prim, a little proper, but overall, in a little bit of disarray. Nereus, you have traveled from the coast, been pushed around by folks in this kingdom because you keep trying to get to whoever is in charge and no one is taking you seriously. You found yourself wandering this road. Ahead of you, you see on your right a sort of terraced set of farms, a small ramshackle house perched in the middle. You see a singular individual slowly beginning to pull up different weeds and sorts. On your left, there's what appears to be another building. It itself is constructed from what appears to be rather raw lumber. It has not been chopped into appropriate planks, but rather just stacked. Overall, as you begin to get closer, you see that everything seems to be tied with strings and loosely nailed together. It doesn't look like it's holding up so well. In between these two buildings, the road continues on, and you can see what appears to be the rest of this little town. In the very center, just on the other side of those terrace farms, you see what appears to be a building that seems to stick out more from the rest of the surroundings. The pillars used to construct it seem to be painted with a glaze to give them a shine. Atop the very top, there appears to be the roof sort of splits into these nice little points that go up past the bottom curvature. The whole building itself is painted red against the muddy brown aesthetic of the rest of the town. On that building, you can see perched 6 ravens. As you walk into the town, the general store on your left that you can now see is labeled as Barthen's Goods. There's an older gentleman sitting there. Just he's bald, wearing a multicolored shawl that covers his sort of old, hobbled shoulders. He has a walking stick in one hand. His general hunch gives you the idea this man has seen many years. As you begin approaching, he says, "Oh, hello there. Are you visiting this town for the first time? Could I possibly interest you in assisting an old man?"
Assisting? And I kind of look around. I suppose. What are you seeking assistance with?
Well, you see, I myself am a monk of Nellen, and I'm here to fix up the temple, but I've had some issues getting inside. There seems to be some sort of magical force preventing me from entering. I was hoping you might wander in and assist me in getting inside. I don't know if that might just be the doors locked, but that doesn't really seem to be a very reasonable thing in this circumstance.
Well, that would be rather embarrassing if the door was just locked.
I'm old.
I can see that. Well, and you've not asked others to help, or am I just the first person to come by?
Well, I've been talking to Mr. Barth in here, and he seems to think that the temple is, like I said, cursed, so he doesn't necessarily want to help. A lot of the folks in town don't seem very keen on re-entering the temple.
I see. Well, I'm always up for a bit of a challenge. I suppose I could spare some time to help you with this temple business.
And what was your name?
And he stands up a little straighter, straightens off his ostentatious clothing. Darius Saranath? Perhaps you've heard of me. I am of noble blood.
Oh, well, and he sort of like bows, and there's like a, oh! My name's Franz. It's wonderful to meet you, Mr. Nereus. Would you mind describing yourself for everyone at this point?
I would love to. So this blue-skinned, 5'1" aquatic-looking gentleman who's very ostentatiously dressed. He's got this longer, dark blue hair and these like fully blue, bright blue eyes. And he's got fins on his forearms, his calves, and sticking out from the sides of his face.
Nice, wonderful. So we're gonna put a little pin in that one. We're gonna jump over. So, Killian, you, after sort of a week of rough customers, one would say, at your forge, you got a tip-off from one of the customers that they had heard that there was something odd going on in the town of Tonight's Rest. It was... You had heard rumors that folks were getting out of their beds at night. Those beds being their grave beds. You found that intriguing for certain reasons.
Indeed.
And so you decided to hitch passage there. You met a lovely young gentleman named Knott, who agreed to give you passage there. He was bringing goods to the general goods store there. As you're making your way onto his cart, it's loaded with these different boxes. You see one appears to be filled with boots, another with leather, another with more boots. They seem to really like boots here or be in desperate need of them. Sitting across from you is an older woman, or a woman. Gertie, would you like to describe yourself?
What does that mean?
Alrighty, so from the bottom up, Gertie Bobbins is wearing her brown boots that are broken in and beaten up from years of cattle driving and daily use on the farm. And she's wearing brown, worn, baggy farm pants, held up by a trusty black leather belt. This belt is leaving her side incomplete with an empty holster sitting on her side, where her trusty gun usually lays. Moving up, you see behind the part of her leather duster coat that she is donning a brown button-up working shirt. And her duster coat that Gertie has always loved is a dark tan and yellow leather. And she's always used it to keep her warm on the cattle drives and days on the farm. Finally, sitting atop Gertie's head along her shoulder-length brown hair is a magnificent, dirt-stained, worn-in cowboy hat. That is a testament to all of her past adventures and hardships that she's been through in her life. And this hat may look ordinary to the normal person, but to her, it means a lot to her because it was given to her by her mother on her very first cattle ride, and she has hardly taken it off since. And then finally, peeking out from underneath the brim of her cowboy hat is two warm brown eyes and a tired expression on a weathered face from her hard days of work.
Wonderful.
That's Gertie Bobbins.
And Gertie, across from you, Killian, if you would.
So you see a young man, tight curly black hair, light blue eyes. He's got light skin. He's a human. But what's different about him is his right arm is entirely made of steel. It's got steel joints and it's a blue steel exterior in all the spots you can see. It has some cartridges and a little switch on it, a couple different other things that you can see there.
Bells and whistles.
Yes, exactly. Bells and whistles. It's got 2 gold earrings in both ears and a thick string necklace coming down underneath his shirt. You can't see what's at the bottom of it, but he's got that there. He's wearing some sort of military hiking boots, and he's wearing a large purple and black set of shirt and pants. And he's got a silver gilded, large half coat, half toga kind of strung together piece of clothing over some scale mail, with no sleeve on the metal side, obviously. He then has a very, very large backpack with a book and a smaller bag attached to it, and a large tool belt full of hammers and knives and other various tinkering tools.
Wonderful. So, as you both get on to Knott's wagon, he gives his horse a "yeah," and you begin sauntering down the road. The travel takes you several hours, around 6 or so. You start in the morning and you're arriving there a little after midday. Sort of, if we had to ascribe a number to time in a medieval world, you would say probably around, like, if you had to give it a number, like 2. Yeah, see? Yes, early afternoon.
Like a 14 out of 24-ish kind of.
Yeah.
You see, coming down this road, a very similar sight to what I previously described. On your right is this set of 3 terraces filled with a small green crop. There appears to be, as you pass by him, you can see a younger gentleman, tousled brown, messy hair, looks like it's cut at all different weird angles. He has some pretty jarring blue eyes along with a sort of teal hue to the top part of his face and down part of his arms. He's wearing a shirt that appears to be very ragged and cut up, like it's seen a lot of use. He also, his main defining features, he has one singular large tooth sticking up from his bottom lip. As he sees you come in, he briefly makes eye contact with you, Gertie, before he turns his head away and gets back to his work dramatically. You pull up, and on your left is Barthen's goods. Knott starts unloading the cart and says, "Well, welcome to 2 Nights Rest. I hope you enjoy your stay. What brings you folks here?"
Just some interesting reports myself. I don't know about you, but
Myself, I'm off to I'm off chasing a person.
Well, For one of you, I can say you're in luck. For the other, I'm sorry, there's not a whole lot of people here, especially recently. We've been having some folks' children have been going missing. It's, everyone thinks that there's something possessing the temple in town. I don't know about that per se, but if you're looking for something odd, I'd check that out.
Well, thank you for the tip, and thank you for the ride.
You're much obliged. Varia and Bogarth. The two of you have been sort of trekking through the wilderness recently. Varia, you have some reasons to not take Bogarth directly on roads. So you've been sort of guiding him through the wilderness. For both of you, it's been a new experience. You're not totally unfamiliar with nature and the wild, but the way it's been taking you has felt rather unsettling. You keep thinking you see faces in the trees and hearing faint whispers. As you approach this clearing in the trees, you see a large, well, you hear it before you see it. You hear a large sound as you see a tall, burly man with long yellow hair sawing at a large log on his property. As he sees you approach from the trees, he immediately is startled and begins reaching for his saw, doing his best to try to look menacing.
I'll step in front. It's fine. You don't have to worry.
Are
He's
you,
with
Hello, friend.
Fred?
Buddy.
What's wrong with
Hey
it?
there. I am Bogarth.
Lovely,
It's so nice.
Bogarth.
Oh my gosh, I'm messing this up very.
You're doing fine. You're
Okay.
doing just fine.
I just. Okay. How do you do? Oh no. Hello, my name is Bogarth. Would you like to be my friend?
Just be gentle with him.
Wait, I have a real quick
Okay,
question to the DM. Is this like a saw, or like is it like a band saw?
It's
that
like a
he's
bandsaw.
carved?
He's curling and holding it.
Okay, so we can like. Oh, okay. I needed to visualize.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
absolutely.
great. Okay.
Yeah. Well, hello, Bogarth. My name is Drake. Sure, I'll be your friend.
Really? Oh wow! Did you hear that?
I did.
And then Bogarth is going to pass to Varia his long list of things, just a piece of paper. And he's going to say, I did it, come on, sign it, do it.
I'll sign up.
Ah, only 9 more to go. Yes, she's going to be so proud. And he's going to put it away in his little bag. And what was your name again?
Drake.
Oh, right, sorry, I was just so focused on making friends that I forgot your name. Oh, man.
If you're not
Drake.
careful, I'm gonna have to take the signature back.
What? No, we're friends, right? We're friends.
Remember.
We're friends. We're friends. Drake.
I would
Drake?
love to take this moment for you first, Bogarth, to describe to me what Drake is looking at.
Yeah, this is probably pretty confusing. Yeah. Okay. Well, so you see before you a bugbear, and he is a bugbear in all of the meaning. He is a furry person. He has these pointed, long ears. He has sort of like fangs coming from his lower jaw. And while bugbears are typically very feral and wild, especially to the appearance, Bogarth seems really clean. His fur is clean. What most humanoids would consider just their hair, his like fur on his head is combed and well kept. He has a pair of little reading glasses on his face. and a smile, always a smile. He has on him some studded leather armor that is red and black, but only in the form of pants and a band across his chest. He has like no shoes, no proper shirt or anything. Also at his waist are these rapiers that are pretty small compared to his 7'5" frame. And yet somehow he seems a little small for a bugbear. Maybe it's because he's a little lankier than most. He's not the most muscular bugbear. Other things on his body that seem a little out of place. You'll notice on his chest are these sort of markings, these glowing green markings. That is kind of like a sigil on his chest, but it almost appears branded on his body because where there is normally fur everywhere, well, except for the face, but fur everywhere, where the sigil is seems to be missing fur along the path that the sigil traces. This sigil glows green, and it matches his eyes, which are also glowing green. He also has a book bag slung over one shoulder, and it looks like it could carry maybe like a dozen books or so. But yeah, he's tall and imposing, but also friendly. That's Bogarth.
Nice. And Varia, if you would.
Yes, so Varia she is also tall, not quite as tall as Bogarth. Very tall, slender, elfish woman, pale white skin, light grayish bluish eyes, and jet black hair. She wears dark green and black armor, kind of blends in with the forest a little. A very wide witchy hat. A big amulet around her neck. She has a ornate decorated shield in one hand and a massive lantern in the other that glows ever so slightly greenish bluish on the inside. She has a kind face, but eyes that show a very tired and weary mind, like she's seen a lot. One that strangers are compelled to help. She and Bogarth walk with a sense of purpose. She's very sure of herself, as if she knows exactly what she has set out to do.
Wonderful. So, as you both are talking with Drake, and he's more and more beginning to talk to you, open up, and begin to trust that Bogarth is not in fact a threat, you see a little girl prance out from the cottage that sits on his property. She's wearing like a nice white dress with a sort of cream sash around the center that's tied in a huge bow on the back. She's got blonde hair that's all put up in one giant pigtail on top of her head.
Does it just stick straight up?
Yeah, it just sticks straight up.
Awesome.
The hair like Bob. It's not like
Oh, okay.
not quite like.
Oh, that's not as cool.
No. It's more like if we're don't think of like troll hair, but think of like a nice heavy brush. How like if you hold the brush straight up, it like over.
Yeah. Okay.
But she sort of like prances out, and she's like, Daddy, what's going on? Who are they?
Bogarth will rush immediately up to her and say, "Hello, hi. Do you want to be my friend?"
Drake immediately like puts his hand out, but there is
hold on there.
there's visibly a little bit more trust. The outburst, you can see in his face, he initially is alarmed, but he slowly like places his hand down. He says, Bogarth, this is my daughter Nat. Nat, this is Bogarth and Varia.
Hi.
They are
Oh.
strangers that wandered out of the forest inexplicably.
Oh yeah, I bet that's kind of scary, huh?
You might think, what can I help you with something or?
Actually, we're trying to get back on track. Do you think that you'd be able to help us?
Well, where are you trying to head? You're getting back on track with what exactly?
Where are we trying to go?
Okay. You are trying to you're trying to basically put as much distance as you can between the city of values and yourself as possible along with the Neberon border, just trying to get Bogarth sort of away from the general densest population. You figure probably the best place is to take him to the east part of Syl, because you previously had tried going sort of south through the forest into the marshes of Syl, and the forest has been a little unforgiving for you. So you figure, you know what, let's just cross the river, go to the other side. That sounds like a better plan.
Sure. Nat, are you my friend?
I can be your friend. Are you a bear?
A bugbear, to be precise. So kind of. I guess it is in the name, isn't it? Oh, and I'm gonna hand you the same piece of paper. You have to. Come on.
Bogarth,
What?
there's only one on there, and you've already done it.
Oh, you're right. Oh, but I just love making friends.
I know you do. But we're gonna have to find some of the other things to do.
Oh, okay.
Bogarth.
Yes?
Do you want to go play?
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh my
have a
gosh,
really
this
fun game.
isn't on the list. Oh my gosh.
Bogarth, we may have to wait. You've already done one of them right now. We need to probably wait a little while for some of the other ones. We can't do them all
What do you mean? I
right
can't
this
play?
second.
But Nat, my new friend!
Let me show you. And she grabs your hand and begins pulling you along. Kids.
Apparently.
So we're gonna put a pin in that one. we're gonna jump back to Nereus.
Yeah.
Nereus, Franz takes you up to this temple. There's some steps that lead up to this sort of awning, where there are then these two large windows with these visages of a tall and long figure with a sort of pale face. Behind that figure are these specks that you find out to be stars. It appears as though it's a sort of mural of some sort of deity-esque figure, their face taking residence in the moon. There are two sort of paper doors that lead into the temple, both of which are closed. There are no windows to the central area that you can see sans this paper that appears to let light in. You can vaguely see through, there appears to be a small candle sort of going, but beyond that you can't see inside.
Okay.
So what I will show you what I did here, Mr. Nereus, is I went up and I was like, look, doors, simple enough. I'll go in, do a little bit of sweeping, we'll be on our way, and give me a moment. Old legs, sorry, the stairs are hard. And he walks up, he goes to the door. All right, and as you can see, there is no door handle.
There isn't a door handle. Have you tried pushing? You use your hands and you push.
Well, let me give it a try.
No, okay.
It's not really working. Would you mind?
Yes. I walk up, kind of shimmying, like, could you give me a bit of space?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Thank
Like, shovels back. Whoa, almost fell off, sorry.
you. Oh, chap, please. Old chap. I'm gonna try and give it a push.
Okay, you give it a good. The doors are paper. They don't look like they'd be very heavy.
Okay.
You give it like it probably shouldn't be too bad. And you're immediately met with resistance.
Oh. Well, that's unexpected. Can I try and, like, is there, like, a separation?
Yeah.
Can I try and slide it apart, maybe?
Yeah, you like sort of stick your hands in, try to give it a good like pull apart, and it feels like the more you pull on the doors, the more resistance you get.
Hells.
Try lifting from the bottom.
You're not there.
Perhaps I should try lifting from the... Who said that? That's so crazy.
Hills are echoing.
Are you okay?
I'm totally fine. Wonderful. There's no other entrance to it's just the store.
Well, to be honest with you, I really haven't looked.
pop into your mind the first second you can? Okay.
Well, I figured, it's probably best. I'm just not seeing something. Like, I thought maybe my eyes are just going, so maybe there was a door handle and I just couldn't see it, but there is no door handle. Just to really articulate, there is absolutely no door handle.
Does it look like there should be a door handle?
It does not.
Okay. 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 Remind me again. The temple. I'm assuming it's for something. Has it? What is it for? Why is it there?
Yes, this is the temple to Nelon. Are you
Melon? Do you worship melons here?
no, Nelon, and he points to the mural on the doors. Nelon is the god of the spirits. He is the moon that lights their way.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh,
Well.
are you not from the Isles?
Oh,
You look. You got like
totally
some.
from here, dude. I'm not. Yeah.
I just assumed you were like from the one of the noble families from the Isles. Like you're an elf, right? Yeah. Right?
Absolutely, elf all the way, full elf.
Roll deception.
Not an elf.
Is Nereus an elf?
That's a 14.
Okay, good. Yes, I figured your sense of style was just unique. I don't get up to the Isles very often. It's all hubbub up there.
We do it differently over there. We are blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of elves in that region.
Lots
of
of blue elves and stuff. Yes. Tell me more about this deity. I'm very interested. Yes.
Yes. Well, so Nelon is our god. It's very unusual. I have to explain this to someone, but
Well,
let me. And he sort of like takes a seat on one of the steps here. Not on my lap, but like sit next to me.
I'm small, but I'm not that small. That's a little closer.
Thirsty god.
Nelon is our god. He is the one who controls the moon moving through the night sky, guiding the spirits the souls of the folks who have passed on to the spirit realm. His figure is mysterious and not quite pinned down. He's most usually portrayed as having a mask in the shape of the moon. He is sometimes referred to, especially in children's stories, as the Spirit King. Do you know, when I say spirit, what comes to your mind?
Oh, Pasana.
What?
Persona. The creator of... You... Okay, well, we have something in common. We have no idea what the other are talking about.
Oh, great!
So good.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, this is a wonderful opportunity for me to bring someone over into the fold of Nelon. So let me tell you more about him. So Nelon is the leader of the spirits. In the spirit realm, it's much like our own, where there are spirits who have their own wants and desires, and they try to affect that onto others, including our world itself. They'll pop over for a little bit, pop back, those sorts of things, but only if they're strong enough. Nelon sort of is the guiding hand or force with that, where he permits certain spirits to cross over, or not so much. Do you know, have you ever had something strange happen first thing in the morning, during twilight, or at dusk?
No.
Oh. Well, typically, this has been referred to as the hour of passing, when the sun is at its lowest and the moon begins to rise, or vice versa. In the hour of passing, Nelon begins his trek across the sky to lead and guide those who have passed during the day and those who pass at night on to their next life within the spirit realm. He is the moon itself, a big guiding spotlight in the sky, letting them know that it's okay. Someone is here for you, and I will guide you the rest of the way. Because, if a soul were to get stuck here, it could potentially become malevolent and become a spirit in itself, wreaking havoc on those around it.
So it's like a religion sort of thing, where it's maybe. I feel like I've stepped on some.
No. It is a religion. I would say it's probably the religion. At least in Syl. I mean, maybe it's different in the Isles. It's been a while.
Crazy in the Isles that we don't even think about that ever. So it's very new to me.
That is so interesting. I really got to go to the Isles more, apparently.
Yes, we would love to have you in the Isles, where I am definitely from. Yeah, you should go. It's great.
Well. Anyways, so Persona, would you tell me more? And about at this point is when you see a gentleman and a woman walk over to you. The gentleman has curly hair. The woman's wearing a nice little hat.
That still could be us if you think about it.
Killian and Gertie, you both, from Knott's direction, sort of decide to make your way over to this temple. It's very not far away. You see that there is a shorter blue fella talking with this this older bald gentleman in this large multicolored shawl. They appear to be having a very interesting conversation. So, hello there. What can we do for you?
Is this that temple here in the town?
Yes, this is the temple. We were both actually just trying to get in. Do you know how to get in?
Have you guys looked around?
Have you?
No.
Well, I would assume that would probably help.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think I'm going to stay seated here, old bones. But you're more than welcome to take a peek around.
And the door? Front door? Not working?
Out of service, so it seems.
Did you try lifting from the bottom?
I thought about doing that, and I just decided, nah.
Fair enough, I suppose.
You look like two lovely people. What are your names? What are your names?
Gertie Bobbins.
Gertie.
Pleasure.
Hey, I love your hat.
Thank you.
It's just fantastic. And you?
You can call me Killian.
Killian. Like,
Just Killian.
Killian. Oh, I'm Nereus.
Nereus.
So we're not. The temple.
If you would all like to look around, I will have you all roll investigation.
Yeah.
While you are doing that, I'm putting the pin there, picking the pin over here. Varia, you sort of begin loosely following Bogarth as Nat is sort of pulling him along before she stops both of you, sort of in the middle of the road. Okay. Do you want to play hide and seek?
Yeah, what is it?
So hide and seek is where I'm going to go. No, you're going to go hide.
Okay.
You're both going to hide, and then I have to find you. And then if I touch you and say not it, then I found you and I win.
Oh, I think that my siblings and I have played this before, but I feel like they actually just kind of left me.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I do.
What are they like? Do you have a brother?
They kind of look like me. Yeah, I do have a brother.
You have a brother bear?
Yes. A brother bugbear, if you would. I'm gonna go hide now.
Okay.
I go hide.
Do you want to hide too?
Sure. I'll go.
All right.
Come on, let's hide. Come on.
All right. Ready?
Never find me.
1, 2. 4, 5, and as you so laid out before you, there's the road that you're on. There appear to be 2 buildings on either side of you, with Drake and Nat's place just directly behind you. The road seems to lead there. It leads then into this sort of more central road that runs as sort of this big curve. And then there's a larger road in the center. In the very center of this little town, you see a rather ornate red building. It has a couple of like bushes and things around it. It looks like it looks nice. The area around it seems like it's rather been unkept. There's lots of, you gander, you could probably find a nice place to spot or to hide from her spotting in one of the bushes there.
I do it. I'm going. I'm going there to hide. That sounds awesome.
I would probably try to find somewhere that's...
Hey, you can't steal my spot. This is my spot. I found it.
Roll stealth.
Okay.
You can have it, Bogarth. Somewhere that's not quite as hidden, like she's not trying as hard.
Yeah, there you find a nice little, like pretty young, like sapling of a tree. That where you can like kind of stand behind it and you're like a little obscured, but like it's pretty obvious you're there. Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because you're hiding poorly.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What'd you roll for stealth?
And Bogarth will run and jump and dive behind the bush and hide as best as a 15. Can you give him?
Wonderful. Nice. 15 and
9.
9. Can I get your investigation rolls?
That was an 8 for me.
I got a 19.
I also got a 19.
Nice.
A little distracted, Gritty's.
Gertie, why don't you take a rest?
Yeah.
So, and sorry, you rolled 9. Great. So, Killian, Gertie, and Nereus, you begin sort of going around the sides of the temple, looking for another way in. Going around the back, it's rather overgrown here. There's lots of bushes and vines that have begun to creep on the temple. But at the same time, the temple still retains its sort of sheen and the gloss that it has. You do find, Gertie, you kind of get distracted. Like looking through the dirt, like you get like kind of tangled in a vine. And you're like, ugh. Killian and Nereus, you spot that the vines have obstructed what appears to be a wooden door. That is sort of like, there's like a small like little stone that appears to work as like a step that leads up to the door, which does have a door handle. While you are also looking, Killian, you push aside some of the bushes, and you see a tall, lanky, furry figure, which you would immediately recognize to be a bugbear. A reminder to you here that goblinoids in Oros are typically regarded as being either the product of possession or having it somewhere in their lineage from someone in their lineage getting possessed by a malevolent spirit, and then it changes and converts them.
Well,
And you'll see Bogarth looking at you as we make eye contact with my beautiful, glowing, green, hopeful eyes.
hey there, big boy.
Hello. Well, you're not that.
No.
Wait, and he's gonna stand up in the bush and just go, do you want to be my friend?
Can I have you both repeat for me your heights real quick?
Oh yeah, I guess it'd be.
You go first.
I'm a cool 6 foot.
Yeah, and Bogarth is a cool 7'5".
So he'll stand up and all.
Hello there.
Oh boy.
Do you want to be my friend?
I.
You know, actually, hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm in the middle of something.
Can I see any of this?
Yeah, Varia, you hear like Nat slowly counting off the distance. 20 30
I was hoping she could go back to work.
Dang it! I got 29, 20, 21,
19.
So, Varia, you're sort of listening to her as you're like, you momentarily like take a moment to sort of appreciate sort of a more normal moment in what your life appears to have become.
Just a moment of quiet.
Yeah. When you realize you can't see Bogarth anymore, you have no idea where he is. What you do see is in your general vicinity a shorter blue figure that appears to be elfin in nature.
Emphasis on the fin.
Da-dum-ts.
Yeah,
I kind of walk over. Hello.
I'm trying to hide, so don't make a scene. But have you seen a bugbear?
Do I see Bogarth?
I'd like to at that point be like, Nereus?
Yeah, Gertie, you as well can see both of these confrontations happen.
I'm like all distracted by all the foliage. I'm like, whoever's keeping up with this farm is not, not doing it.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Right. Do I see Bogarth in the bush?
Well, at this point, he's now standing, so yes. And at this point, you do
Actually,
see
technically,
also-
I crouched back
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Did I see
yeah.
him before he crashed back?
I don't know if I gotta
Okay,
roll
okay.
again, but
I think I saw a bugbear, but it looks like he doesn't want to be found. Found right now?
Is he okay?
In a sense, yes.
Okay.
He seemed fine. Chipper.
how far away would Nereus be from Bogarth?
Nereus is probably like 12 feet away.
Okay, you might hear in the distance just.
Yeah, and I'll have electricity starting to come off my palm, but kind of just like,
But we're friends. I probably
we
wouldn't.
never,
know.
Yeah.
you've never even had the whole conversation. You jumped up and disappeared.
Well, I did ask to be friends, and then I went back down.
Yeah, true.
How's it going back there? That's Franz.
Sure.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm just a bunch of weeds.
I'll take a couple steps back and, hey, old man, there's another door here.
Oh, really? Well, can you maybe get inside and let me in from the front?
Do we want to open?
There's a lot going on right now.
I'll walk over to the door and try and open it.
The door opens.
Well.
Well.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna let the old man in from the front, like he requested.
Yeah. So when you open the door and look inside, wow, that's really
Yeah.
dramatic for what we're
It's
doing.
door opening.
doors,
It better
man.
Really
be.
intense game.
Give me just a moment.
And once I see you open the door, I'll probably be right there behind you, just curious about what's going on.
Sick. Okay.
Inside the room that you're now in, you see that there appears to be a lot of wallpaper that's been sort of torn. The wallpaper itself appeared to be a sort of like soft green with these gold vines trimming up towards the top. As you enter in, to your left, there appears to be an old, rotted bed.
Ooh.
On your right, there's a small nightstand with a cracked mirror on it. Across from you, sort of on the floor, picking at the wallpaper, is a raven.
See you.
Oh, God.
I punch Bogart. No.
Roll it! Let's go! Party combat! First combat!
No.
Get your own spot.
Hello.
It's weird talk.
I kind of inch a little closer to the raven to see if he'll fly away.
Ah!
Okay. Well, yep, you said that. Can I? Okay.
As you like approach it, it like sort of like hops away.
Oh no! Wait, no! Come back! Come back! Come back! Can I want to reach my little hand. Come here. Hey.
It like is like kind of pulling away.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Oh.
Ah!
Okay. I do.
And now it's like flapping its wings, like trying to look big and scary.
Yes. Oh yes. You're so scary and intimidating. Do you have any experience with this?
With a bird?
I don't know.
I'll like walk closer to the raven and I'll be like, what, the bird?
Yes. The very noisy, scary bird.
Shoo bird. Go.
And starts flying, like it's flying around the room, like flying around your heads. Like,
Do you think there's like a rivalry in nature between like fish and birds?
I was literally thinking the same thing.
It just smells you. It's trying to get
the bird, dang it.
bird.
The bird begins, it finally gets outside of the building. Killian, have you made your way inside yet? Or you see?
I'm a good 8 feet away from Bogart there, next to the door. If I can just like,
Wonderful. The Varia, you for sure see you've seen them sort of open this door that was hidden by the foliage, and 2 people sort of gone inside. You also now see this like raven like fly out, flustered, and then fly on top of the temple, where there are several more ravens, and now they are all cawing at each other.
Like they're speaking to each other?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Nereus and Gertie, because you're both inside now. In addition to those 2, the bed and the table with the mirror, you see 2 doors. There's one to your left, sort of like, this room is sort of in like the crux of the temple, where it appears to be sort of like a loose L shape. There's one door that appears to lead further to the north, and one that leads more to your east. Or one right in front of you, one directly to your right.
Do either of these seem like the front door to you?
Oh.
Both are wood.
Well,
I guess we could just give
With
them a
door
shove
handles.
from the
We could.
inside, see if it opens up from the outside.
they might lead to the front door, so we should just open. Let's open the door.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, the one in front of you or the one to your right?
Right.
Let's do it. Let's do the right one.
All right. So you open the door to the right, and in front of you, directly to your right, there appears to be a small sort of wooden kitchenette. There's like a bucket with there's a bucket on this sort of counter, along with these several rows of like cabinets along the top. There's a small little circular table. All of this is like covered in dust, and there's like a little like cobweb in like the corner of one of these cabinets. Directly across from you is another door, and then there's a set of double doors directly to your left as you come inside. There's more of this faded wallpaper here. It's not as torn here as it was in the other room.
I'm going to look on the other side of the door, and it'll have a handle, I'm assuming, and I'll be like, this isn't the door.
Can I roll for investigation to see if there's anything else?
Yeah,
about the room?
you can investigate.
I'm a investigate.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to investigate. What are my stats? Yeah, that's a 5.
So Nereus, you begin sort of like peeking around. You're like opening the cabinets. You find what appears to be like several like old, like dusty, broken plates. One that has a little bit of silverware in it. And as you're like looking in one of these, like sort of like feeling around, you feel something in your hand
Oh, no.
before it's on your hand and now climbing up your arm. And there's a very large spider, like the size of a $50, like climbing up your arm.
No, I pull my hand back, try to shake him off.
You're able to shake him off, but you make quite the ruckus in doing so.
Oh, good.
Oh, gosh.
Killian, you're still potentially holding Bogarth at arm's length here as he's hiding.
And I have no idea.
Yeah.
Where's Nat?
We'll get there. You hear a ah coming from inside, or maybe an ah.
Yeah, more.
Oh no.
Very deep and masculine.
Sort of, we're gonna take a quick step back in this sort of interim of multiple things happening for us here. Bogarth, you're still just hanging out. Killian, you're still like sizing them up. Varia, at this point you hear Nat go 40, 50, 100. Okay, and she begins like prancing around here. Are you over here? I can't see you. Oh no, I don't know where you gotcha. And she like spins around.
Ah.
No, I got you. All right, now we have to find Bogarth.
I thought you were...
And she runs off. And she's continuing to do these sorts of calls of like, not here, not here.
I'll just slowly...
I don't know where the bear is. Where's the bear? And then she hears this sort of scream. She's like, Is the bear inside the temple? I don't know. And she begins walking towards the door.
From where I'm standing, I'm kind of trailing after her.
Mhm.
Does it seem like it's, like, not necessarily a place that she should be going into?
You immediately see from within the door to the temple. You see like a bunch of ripped wallpaper. It looks very ratty, unkept.
Nat, you probably shouldn't go in there. I don't think he's in there.
What? Bogarth isn't in here? Well, I guess I better go back outside. I'm going back outside. She's continuing to walk in the temple.
Nat,
Great.
Definitely going outside.
Nat, please.
Is it this?
Dad's not gonna be very
Leave.
happy.
At this point, where two scenes cross over, as you're sort of yelling about the spider being on your hand, and Gertie, you're processing this information.
Does she shake it off?
Yeah. He definitely shakes off and like flies and like hits a wall and like skitters around.
Oh gosh, if I see the spider, I'll just stomp on it with my boot.
Okay, and immediately as you like stomp on it, suddenly the door swings open. I found you. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Nat. Who are you?
How'd you get in here? What door?
The door was open.
How many? Which door? That door? This door?
The one to the outside?
Oh,
Is there a bear in here?
no.
Darn it.
Nat, you're
Ships in the
clearly
night.
in the middle of something. I think that we should just go.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi again.
Oh, hi.
Is this yours?
what, you know her?
No.
No.
We've talked one time.
Who are you?
I'm Varia.
Varia?
Varia.
Gertie Bobbins. Varia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice. What are you guys doing here?
Apparently playing hide and seek.
Do you want to play? We're looking for a bear.
Should we tell her about the bear that's in the bush outside?
There's a bear in the bush.
Are you not? Okay, yes, well, perhaps you should try checking some of the foliage outside, away from here.
Roll persuasion. While this is
Can I
happening,
step back and like wait and see if Bogarth is still? Does it look? Can I see any?
roll perception.
And I am still just chilling, like, kind of right near
Yeah,
the door.
yeah.
You and Bogart just face to
Killian,
face.
as you're sort of like keeping Bogarth at arm's length, you've heard the ravens on top of the temple start chattering, but it's gotten more and more. As you look up and you see this like murder of ravens is like all swirling around the temple before they all dive straight through the open door into the room.
Standing.
Yep.
I can't begin.
And at this point,
Well, you see me. Congrats.
Yeah.
I think it is probably appropriate to roll initiative, and we will start
I'm so far
combat.
away from all of this.
You're pretty close. You're like
Okay, fair enough.
Did I not save the nat 20
Ooh.
for initiative?
Not a great
Oh,
roll.
Alrighty.
It's okay.
Oh no.
No. Nope.
Ay.
Well, I'm gonna scoot this real quick as we get this all sorted here. Man, I really wish I put that in a hold for technical difficulties.
No, well,
It's fine.
don't actually go to
Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay. We will make it work. We will make it work. All right. they're going to roll in 2 groups. Wonderful. Do I have initiative above 20 and up? 20 and up. 15 and 20.
18.
18, 15? All right. Bogart, and then
At
we
least we go
have
first.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Killian. And
So
then
that we can dash. Yeah.
10 to 15.
11.
11. Okay. We're going to hold there. And then 5 to 10.
It's a 5, 7.
5 and 7. Nice, nice, nice.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stellar first.
Oh, yeah.
This is great.
You guys are pretty wrecked over the spider, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
It's
distracting.
scary. It's an 8-legged creature.
Gertie is very
At
distractible.
least, well, I mean, it
apparently.
was. It's like,
Wonderful.
It's
And
like a
that
super
is
dead.
It's like a
everybody.
giant
Wonderful.
legs
Let me
on
get
the
this
side
initiative.
yeah.
Let me get the initiative markers up first. Bogarth, you are going to be first. Killian, you're on deck. Very, you're going to be in the hole. As I get us sorted here.
¿Dónde estamos? En el
Oh, yes. We will, Spanish, we will get there. Sorry, don't speak
I'm
that
assuming
fluently.
the thing that looks like Sonic the Hedgehog doing a spin dash is the bush.
It's a tree.
So no.
Well,
It's
you know,
the pilot season.
Yep. We'll get there. We'll get there.
While we are getting there, you can all feel the veil of spirits surround you as suddenly your stealth is enhanced by +1.
Whoa.
So stealthy.
Okay.
Wonderful. And then we got. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Rock and roll. We're going for you guys. For you guys, it's left to left to right. For me, it's reversed.
It's a good bush.
Wonderful.
Best bush.
All right. Okay, that's it. This is a family-friendly show, I think.
I think.
For now.
The jury's still out.
You tell us, spirits. Is this a family-friendly show?
What do you think?
What are your thoughts? Bam.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Worldwide.
Walls and doors appear before your eyes.
We also need. Is it not? Okay, here we go. We got a.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, before, basically in this little interim before combat starts, these ravens swarm in Varia past you, swirling around, before they all pop in as 2 separate little swarms here for us. You see basically this curtailing swarm of black, basically, as these ravens are rapidly, faster than seems normal, moving around. Bogarth, you are first to act as you first hear the scream and then see all the birds from the sky inside the temple.
You'll just see Bogarth's bugbear head pop out of the bush and go, Nat? Varia? Oh no, what's happening in there? Okay, thanks. I'm just gonna run over towards the door,
Okay.
and just head on over.
Yeah.
And just look inside. What am I looking at?
So you see Varia sort of posed in the doorway, staring at these masses of black, as you see very vague feathery forms swirling sort of around each other. They are moving so fast that it's hard to get a beat on where each one is. It looks just like this massive swirling black, basically.
Okay.
With some feathers poofing off on the sides.
How much movement do I have left at this point?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You have 5 feet of movement normally.
I guess I'm stuck. Well, you know what? I'll take the dash action here.
Okay.
And I'll just say, Varia, I need to get in there. Playtime is over. And I will just slip under,
Like a cat, or a ferret,
or a bugbear,
and
and just get in there, and I'll just look around for Nat. Is that Nat, the white?
Yeah, Nat is
one?
standing in the opposite doorway.
Okay.
Not really paying attention to what's going on here. Still, eyes very much trained on the blue fellow in front of her.
Okay. And just as a rules clarification, so I will take out my rapiers.
Yep.
I can't make my bonus action attack with my rapier unless I make
That's
an
correct.
attack action.
That's correct.
Right?
You have to
Okay.
take the attack action to
so
get
then-
gifted the bonus.
I will simply just draw my rapiers out and just stand there on guard. And just say, I don't know what's happening, but I feel compelled to protect you, Varia. So, just stay behind me! And then I turn.
And you pose. Nice. Wonderful. Next, Killian. You see Bogarth dash in and then get like really low on the ground and go on in.
Are there still ravens coming in, or are they done coming in?
They are done coming in.
Okay. I would like to move right up to adjacent to the doorway. Right there. And sort of whisper to my arm, no, I don't think it's our fight. And I'll
Nice.
just end my turn there.
Nice. You have from your point of view, you can kind of like glean in a little bit of the action of you see this like kind of swirling mass of tufts of feathers. You see, you can vaguely see that there's a little girl with this yellow hair that's done up in this ponytail right on top of her head, wearing this nice white dress with this cream sash around the center with a huge bow on it, sort of sitting in this doorway.
So I can't see her?
Yeah, you can see her.
Okay. So after saying that, my eyes will widen and then I'll get ready to battle.
They're ready to jump in?
My turn, yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Wonderful. That is going to be Tim. Or, not Tim. Oh, that's the first one. It's going to happen so many times. That's going to be Killian.
So close.
Varia. I almost made it through the first one without doing it. Not at all. We still have so much time. But
Okay, so
I did not think it'd be with you, though. Okay, anyways, keep
I
going.
heard Tim's cellmate was Kill, and I'm killing.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I have a
Sorry.
propensity
Sorry,
for kill
previous
names.
campaigns don't.
okay, so Bogarth has rushed in. Do the ravens look like they are aggressive? They have aggressively come past me, but what does it look like they're doing?
What does it look like they're doing? You see behind them on each of those spots that there are progressively more and more tiny talon marks as they are clawing at the walls.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, can I get any sort of feeling what they're clawing at behind the walls?
This is all happening really quickly. It looks like they're clawing at the walls. If you want to like try to,
I mean, I probably wouldn't try to attack them because they just rushed past me and they haven't attacked me.
Yeah.
So,
You can roll and a perception check for me
and this would be my action.
Yeah.
Okay. Perception.
because you're effectively taking the search action. Yep.
Oh.
Yo.
Hell yeah. Perception is 25.
Hey yo.
25. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
You perceive.
So looking around, and they definitely, it's very hard to make out in this big mass of these ravens. But what you do see is that they appear to be moving in such a manner that they are progressively trying to strike at these walls, where some will get stuck and then fly off before another one like slams them and moving them around in this sort of like perpetual circle. Some of them seem to be like taking a little bit more time as they're swirling around, and their eyes are becoming trained on this doorway.
Okay. Then with my movement, I'll just move over in front of that door to try to maybe block Nat, try to protect Nat over there.
Absolutely. You can definitely do that.
And then I won't do anything for my bonus action. Yep, that's it.
Wonderful. Great. Very, that's your turn. So great.
Bogarth, be careful over there.
No, I stand my ground, just like Evandal would.
It's the bear! As
Not it.
as suddenly
Takes an attack of opportunity. Dies. Just
Wonderful.
immediately.
And so, Varia, can you remind me of your armor class real quick?
15.
Oh.
15. Yep. So the swarm moves in to occupy your space, and as they're swarming around you, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Level 1. Oh, God. That's a lot of damage.
And they continue moving through. And they, as you're warding them off, you hear a silent as the ravens also tear up Nat. Before they continue moving,
Is Nat still up?
Nat is still up.
Oh, man.
I'm not that cruel. I would not kill a child immediately.
I'm trying to have a darker campaign, but like, come on, it's a
guys,
child.
we're level 1. She probably has more health than we do.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, that's that one's turn. As it now, Gertie and Nereus, you see this swarm of ravens plowing through. I don't know why I'm doing that just when I'm talking to you.
The rivalry, man. It's strong.
It's on site.
Yeah, dude, fish and birds, man.
Nature's scary.
You should not have killed the spider.
Oh my god, jeez.
I knew it was bad news.
The ravens plow through Varia and this small child going towards the door that you're standing in front of currently, Gertie. Or this set of double doors, I guess.
Wait, would I not have gotten an attack of opportunity?
You would have. Would you like it?
I would love it.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I love that.
Oh, baby! That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Nice.
Yeah. How do I play this game? Okay, great. And then our rules, our house rules is 11 points of piercing.
11 points of piercing. Nice.
Do I kill it?
You do not.
Oh.
Shoot.
How do you attack the swarm of ravens?
I'll just kind of, as it's moving, I'll mutter to myself and I'll just say, proper footwork makes short work of the enemy, and I'll step forward and lunge and yah!
And you pull out a kebab of 2 ravens.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll just get it off. Oh. Okay.
Do they look normal?
There is a frothing black liquid that comes from their mouths.
Oh, yum.
That's
Nereus.
great.
That's pretty normal to me, I think, actually.
It is your turn. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna approach the same swarm of ravens that just got kebabbed, and I'm gonna try and attack with my rapier, singular. And I'm gonna do sneak attack with that as well.
Yep. You got some allies. As long as you know Gertie's feeling good about you.
Yeah.
You tight? Okay, great.
Yeah, we do need to do a vibe check.
Vibe check.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not. The 12 does hit. The 12 does hit. Sorry.
Well, that's 3 points of damage. 3 points
Nice.
piercing damage.
Nice. Do you want to give any description to your thrust?
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of approach this swarm of ravens. I kind of put my hand behind my back, very gentlemanlike, and I go with my sword. And it does something, I guess.
Yeah, you pull out a singular raven on a stick.
I toss it to the side.
Damn birds. All right.
My sworn enemy.
Apparently, yeah.
Gertie, you are up.
As I see the birds attack this little girl, Gertie's gonna freak out and pull out her short sword and start swiping in the air at the birds. Ooh, that is wow. That is a natural 20.
Let's go.
23 to hit
Yes.
with my short sword. So that's double damage.
You don't see this.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be a 12 at the swarm of birds that just attacked the
12
little girl.
damage?
Yep.
Okay. So, Gertie, you get in this rage. You're swinging around. You're slashing at these birds. There's just a few of them left at this point. And as you finally swipe out the last one, all of them lie either on a sword or around the room, dead at your feet.
Are you okay, little
Before
girl?
they begin to melt, turning into these pools of black liquid that begin seeping towards the doors by your feet.
Oh.
Nat is kind of like tears. She looks very afraid.
Oh.
And she just like grabs your leg.
Okay.
Where's that in it?
Oh, like
She can't grab your leg. She grabs
Mentally.
Mine.
She grabs Nereus's leg.
Slimy.
You smell weird.
I'm sure
You do too.
Where's that?
It's not initiative. She goes at the end. Sorry, I could add that. That's a good point.
Velcro.
What a good noise.
There we
I
go.
can sculpt
Just for you.
best of
Yeah, you can't see it at all, can you?
Barely.
Okay. Anyways, so this swarm,
I'm killing.
yeah,
Hello.
they are going to move. They're going to move into various space.
Oh God. Oh no.
That's like an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are going to take.
oh my gosh.
You are going to take 4 points of piercing damage.
I am down.
Not our Clary.
One person that happened to.
All right, roll new characters.
All right. So as
You should probably.
Bogart, you would get an attack of opportunity on that actually. As well.
I don't have a reaction.
You're right. You don't.
I lied.
I am a big
I can.
filthy
If you want,
fat lad.
I could take it.
So
Took mine.
they're in various space.
I don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah. As you feel the tiny claws sort of begin ripping and tearing at your skin. Before they move into Nat's space, who similarly before moving to the same
First, the rounded bases.
the round
Slap down.
Yes. This swarm begins the separation you could see before
on the
in the
floor.
ravens. Now, Gertie and Nereus, as this swarm moves into the room with you, the separation you could see between them begins to become smaller and smaller till you swear this is just a black mass. And Nat needs to make a death save.
oh my
No.
gosh.
No.
I won't tell you what it is.
Why not?
Gosh.
It better not be a 1. This is about to be a real depressing start to this campaign.
No, it's gonna be a nat.
The dice, give it the dice, take it away. All right. Bogart, you are up now.
Cold man.
And Killian, you're in the on deck. Varia, you're in the hole. Start thinking.
I don't think I can get in there anyway. So I'm just gonna say Varian, no, and I'm just gonna run over and try to just, I guess, make a medicine check on Varia, right? To try to stabilize.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead and roll
just,
medicine.
just like what kind of wounds are on her? Is she like bleeding? Is she?
It's like imagine 1,000 paper cuts
Oh.
all over her.
Well,
It's like tiny
anywhere
claw
that the
marks.
blood is coming from, I'm just gonna try to cover it with my
Okay.
hands.
roll a medicine
Medicine
check.
check, okay. Okay.
Big bare hands.
Oh.
How do we feel about a 2?
You are unsuccessful.
There's too many. There's too many.
It's like plug one hole.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Killian, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna run in and attempt to grab Nat to try to take her out.
Okay. 5, 10,
And while I'm doing
15, 20.
I'm gonna say to you,
25,
bring her
30, yeah.
outside,
So you're gonna try to like pick her up.
pick her up, and
Yeah, she's small enough. I believe you're strong enough. You
I
can
can
just
probably
pick
just-
her up. Yep.
with my
Telescopic.
She's just like She's like
just by the neck.
I should really not mess with that. Anyways,
And then
Like a
so
cat.
that was 5, 10,
Yeah.
15.
yeah. 5, 10, 15.
So I'd be at the
20,
edge of the
25.
door.
You could get to here basically with 30
Okay.
feet of movement.
Okay. Would grabbing her be that would be the action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's.
As Killian runs out of the room, you all hear a low hum within the temple itself. Before you see from the hole, or not the hole, but from like where the wallpaper's been torn, tiny claw marks, you see this sort of green bluish hue of a liquid drip through before it drips through again and more before you see a full hand and a face and a leg and more hands and faces.
Oh gosh.
Well, that's good. Because this was already going.
Well, that's good.
This is going so well.
The spirits have entered the game. All right. Anyways, that was
All of
Killian's
us
turn.
were like, oh my god. Like,
Yeah. You see this horrifying mass of spiritual creatures. Vera, you're up. You need to. Well,
I don't have it pulled up.
yeah. No, you still have one more point. You're not there yet. So,
Okay.
but we know what's going on.
So I'm.
We do? Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course
The,
I do. I do this all the time.
I am
do this
breathing
all the
on the
time.
floor.
the black goo that's sort of in this area from the different ravens that have been stabbed and slashed goes underneath the doors, and that is their turn.
That's why there's no door handles.
Nereus! What you doing, friendo?
Screaming. But there's still besides like the goo, there's still like
Yeah,
a swarm of ravens.
There's still
over
one
there.
swarm. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna attack him again. You know.
we know.
You
know.
Yeah, Nereus is gonna do the.
Sneak attack. Rapier. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay,
Let's
that's
go.
6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing. Nice.
Cool.
This time you pulled out 3 ravens.
They're increasing in number.
We're doing more damage.
Yeah, this is good. And I shake him off.
Numerical
again.
value. Wonderful. All right. You shake him off. Nereus, now we are at Gertie. As you see well, you know Killian now. You see him run in and pull the girl out of there.
Whew, Gertie's relieved at this, but she's still wanting to attack that swarm of ball of bird.
Yes, the ball of
And
bird.
she's gonna keep swiping her sword at the ball of bird. And that is a 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits.
Is 4 points of damage
4 points of damage. Nice.
to the bird ball.
The bird ball.
Yeah.
You swiping through the air, you take down several more, but the ones you pull out, but you like your blade sinks into them, and they come out almost like masses of oobleck that splat on the ground.
Yuck.
And it is now their turn. They are going to move into Gertie's space. Does a 12 beat your AC, Gertie?
Does not.
Wonderful. You're able to sort of like shield your face from their beaks
I'll
and
put my
claws.
hat down.
But you are left with just this like
Yeah.
faint like black oil on your arms. As they move over here, and they attempt to they thud against this door here, and that's their turn. Nat, in your arms, Killian, this small little girl.
Don't.
You hear her. You hear her sort of like her breathing become. From you gauging here, she does not look very well. Bogarth, you're up.
You're not doing this to me, right? She's in my arms, right?
Yeah, she's in your arms. She's in your arms.
Okay. All right.
So I'm plugging holes, and it's not working. And I look up. So the spirits have shown themselves to us. What do I see with what they're doing?
Yeah. So
Because I can't imagine that we're familiar with this.
you're not particularly familiar. But as this sort of like mass of overlapping creatures that appear to be somewhat humanoid and spectral in nature come through the wall, one looks at you and you feel this sort of like hum and this vibrance in your chest. something within you burns. But
Oh, that's not what I
In
was
a-
going to say.
but in a positive way.
Like working out.
Yeah.
Just feel the burn. Yeah.
It burns maybe on the surface of your skin, near a certain set of sigils on your skin.
Oh,
you're thinking. And it comforts you. While
Okay.
this is a strange and chaotic creature to gaze upon, something in you tells you this is an ally. This will help.
Okay. Bogart is gonna, with blood all over his hands, he's gonna wipe a tear from his face and just say,
Oh.
"Are you a friend? Please, you're a friend, right? We need help." And I'm just gonna keep trying to, I'm gonna drag her, remembering what Killian had said, I'm gonna just try to drag Varia, out towards, safety, at least away from the doorway. And I would like to again try to, would I know?
What would... I mean, probably not. What do I look different from someone who is making death saving throws?
That's up for you to describe.
I mean, I think I would still be breathing.
Yeah, you're breathing.
Yeah.
Do you...
I don't look like I am on death's door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
For some reason...
I'm
Anyways,
not-
Forget everything I said. Bogart is not crying, he's great.
But I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Varia is still unconscious, but pulling her across the
breathing
room.
really shallowly.
Okay.
But she... you from when she was initially attacked, she definitely... Just in terms of, when you're looking at someone who is in dire straits, there's a certain way that they're sort of jolty.
Yeah.
While she is breathing heavy, it's almost like she's just having a nightmare.
Okay. I probably wouldn't have noticed until I dragged her over. And just seeing that, I'll just kind of relax a little bit, but I'll just kind of just keep her with me, and I won't... I'll look over at Nat, and I'm just going to assume that Killian's got this, and I'm just going to...
I sure hope I do.
I think I would just vibe there and end my turn, I think, is what I'll
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Bogarth, as you looked at the spirits, they gave you a good wink.
We're at the spirits'
Okay.
turn.
Yes.
They would like to do something.
Yes, they would like to take the attack action.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna
Not
say-
against you.
I thought you were my friend. We just
against
you
Nat.
winked. Oh, okay.
I'm assuming against this one.
Yes.
Great. Go ahead and roll the
Yeah, I
Seattle
thought this
Damage.
was- I definitely gave.
All right.
As-
I know you do.
Whopping 6 to hit.
6 to hit.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
that does not hit. So what
Sorry,
this
guys,
looks
we'll
like.
get them next time.
That
What
happens
this looks
to
like for everyone is this writhing mass of spectral figures. Suddenly, feet come out and begin pulling it forward. Arms grab floorboards, pull it through the doorway. Nereus, you turn around, see suddenly this horrifying visage before two arms reach out and give you a hug
Oh.
as it passes through you and goes before it's now to your back behind and begins lashing out this black mass.
Don't make that face.
How was it?
Sorry, did you just have spirits walking from you?
It's pretty intimate. What do you guys think? Anyways, Right, Killian, you're up as you see this mass, this spectral mass, come through the wall and now pull through into the other room.
Okay.
You have Nat currently in your arms,
I'll
who's not doing great.
cradle her and start trying to do a medicine check.
Yeah, go ahead and roll medicine.
No healing, huh? Oh, shoot, dude.
That's a 4.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately,
We're really bad at this.
Trying to, you're fumbling in the stress of the moment. You are like, I cannot let anything happen to this little girl. You are just fumbling over trying to pull out bandage, rip things off, trying to, in Bogarth words, plug holes, and it is just not going well. Yeah, it's hard to
Mechanical arm, yeah. Mechanical arm.
I might have just.
you're trying to find where is like the deepest wound, The one that's gonna, you're like, I gotta do this, because very clearly, like, there's some surface level cuts. Not all of them dug deep, but clearly one of them did. And you're having trouble finding which one it is.
Okay. No, you can't die. Don't do it.
Varia, it's your turn. You're currently stable.
Varia, speaking of, as you glimpsed into the other side as you fell, you noticed a hand reach out and say, "Better ravens than roaches." Gain 1 inspiration.
Okay, some spirit inspiration.
Wonderful.
Right.
So,
It's a shame Killian didn't. Just now.
Couldn't have done much.
Oh, really? Oh.
Well, I mean,
the
I guess
spirits are profound. No one knows why they do what they do.
Spirits act
They move in mysterious ways.
Yes. So, Varia, in this moment, why are we back on this? In this intense moment of the battle, you are brought to this. It's like you're waking up in the middle of the woods. You remember that there was a child you were trying to help. You remember this swarm of birds. As you get up from the ground, there are vines all over your arms. You're unsure how long you've been there. You're worried something's happened. And that's your turn.
Dang it! This is so bad.
From the other Gertie, you specifically hear from the other side of these doors, there is a crack, pull, and you hear a wail from the spirits themselves.
like a whale.
Yeah, now I really don't know which one you mean.
No. Not like a but like a
Probably make the worst
cry.
sound you could
A cry.
have. To make it clear.
More vague sound, yeah. Wonderful. Great.
Marine.
That's their turn.
Tisha.
Nereus, you are up. What would you like to do?
The ravens are still up.
Yes, the black mob of the ravens, yes, they're right here.
Okay, cool. Hey, you know what? Spoiler alert, it's gonna be a sneak attack with my rapier. I am gonna do that. Okay.
Oh, you mean the thing that you do?
You know? It's a 19 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, that's 6 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
Wonderful. And with your thrust, Nereus, it collides with something. You feel you hit something solid as you see this black form begin to melt away as you see small, tiny red hands and a beaked red face with wings underneath.
Damn it! Why?
As you pull out your rapier, and this small, it's like, imagine for me, if you all will, a very emaciated, sickly child with talons on the ends of their fingers, pointy red ears, no hair, completely bald, red, angry face, but with a small, sharp beak pointing directly down. No bits in the nether regions, just smooth. Just so we're all... And a long, pointy black stinger coming out of its butt.
That's crazy.
Yep, it is crazy. So, that's what you see, Nereus.
Oh, good! I made it worse!
Oh God.
Gertie, you see all this unfold, and it's now your turn.
When I look at the door that the ooze is going through,
Mhm.
is there handles on it?
There is handles on the door.
Interesting. Well, can I open the door and make an attack? Or are
Yes,
those
yeah,
two
you
different
can.
things?
No, you can definitely open the door.
I want to see what's in there where all the ooze is going to.
Yes. You open the door. You see in this room, there's like several cushions. They're in vast disrepair. They have like stuffing pouring out. There's a general smell of mildew and mold in this room. This room has not seen the light of day. You vaguely see through a set of paper doors on the far wall, light spilling through, with the sort of shadow and outline of a hunched old man sitting on the other
front
side.
door.
Yes, you see the front doors from the
Nice.
inside. There
Go,
is
Bango.
what appears to be a small desk, effectively, with several different little notes just sprawled across it, and one singular candle in the center still burning. Standing on top of that desk, or at this altar, is another one of these red beaked creatures with the stinger, pulling and tearing at the wood of the desk. You see, you can only vaguely make it out, but it's pulled out of board, and from the side you can barely make out the glint of something shiny inside.
Interesting.
Yeah, you just opened the door.
Yeah. If I walk away, I'm gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from that.
You would, unless you take the disengage action.
I'm gonna try and stab at the
The one?
yeah the little the tail dude.
Yeah.
That is a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Alright,
No.
3 points of damage to the weird tail guy.
Wonderful. As you slash at him, or at it, no gender. As you slash at them, we're inclusive here. It squeals. Ah! Too human now. The caws have morphed into more human like screech. As you pull your blade away, it speaks to you. You cannot have it. It's ours.
Have what? Have what?
Ah!
Yep.
Wonderful. Now it's its turn. It's going to. Yeah, it's gonna slash back at you, friendo.
Of course.
Should have ran.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
As it is too delirious now from blood loss as it swings its talons wide. That was a 5 to hit, so there's no way. Okay. We now get to Nat's turn. Wow, we're starting so strong, guys.
I'm so scared.
A little easier. Her breathing gets a little easier.
It's working.
I don't know how, but it's not what we've done.
Hey, Bogart, you're up.
Can't you just like clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I could, yeah.
You shouldn't. I have a question.
You should.
So, Varia is not.
Spirits are on deck, by the way.
Okay. Oh yeah. Varia is not
That's you.
making death saves. I'm in the know that she is like fine. Would I have seen this before in our travels? No. Do I make the optimal decision or the character decision?
Leave it to luck.
Meta.
Go for it.
What would Bogarth do?
I mean,
WW.
my friend.
BD.
Well, I'm gonna just kind of like, and you have Nat just like in
I'm
your,
like cradling her right
Yeah,
here on the
Bogart,
ground.
what you can see is that Varia's breathing is becoming less and less labored, is the way I would put it.
okay.
So, again, more of a resting state than a kind of a thing.
What I would like to do is still, with Varia, I'm just gonna kind of like pick her up maybe, and just kind of like bring her over to where Nat and Killian are.
This side of the door or this side of the door?
I would like to be in the doorway, but swing Varia.
This way.
Yeah, exactly. And then I would like to also make a medicine check on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
And just say, is she okay,
I don't know.
friend? Oh, let's go. That is a 16.
She is now.
Hopefully.
Yep. Between the combined effort of both of you at this point, you're able to pinpoint that it's like just under her chin. There is a large gash.
Oh,
And you're able to
found it.
you're able to basically take a part of her cream sash and sort of like help to affix it to sort of stop stop the blood, and keep her in a more stable place.
Great. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Spirits, what are you doing?
We are reaching out to the poor injured Nat and raising her life back. She will heal. 1 hit point.
That is better than none.
That sure is.
Thank you.
So as you
spirits.
both are like,
Would you need line of sight though?
We can gain it.
Yeah.
We will tank that attack of
That's
opportunity.
fair.
Yep.
Viva.
Just figured I'd keep it.
Right
I'd
back
keep
through
it all
you
nice
again.
and.
Yep. Nereus and now Bogart give
again.
you huh? As they pass through you.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
Attack of opportunity.
I don't know what to
spirits.
feel.
Spirits, I don't remember your AC off the top of my
14.
head. Does a 15 beat the AC?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
The spirit mob takes 7 points of piercing damage.
The spirits are gone.
Sugar.
Wait, so then
They don't get the
they
heal.
wouldn't have healed, right? Technically.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Sorry, spirits.
No.
You tried. There'll be more opportunities.
Hey, if you're playing
Um,
D&D, you're playing D&D. You know?
That means
Pros
you
and
might
cons.
die.
Yeah. But you'll be back.
The creature lashes out with one of its talons and is able to make purchase and grabs hold of something within the mob itself and crushes it, as then they begin fading back into the floorboards, calling out, Nat! Great, that's their turn. Killian, you're up. But I will say, Nat is stable,
Okay.
just not conscious.
I'll
It's okay. Maybe she shouldn't experience some of this.
Yeah.
Trauma.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Pretty young.
Better this way.
put Nat in your arms and say, "I'll be right back."
Okay.
Run in
Double
next
fire
to
Yep.
like right behind Nereus, right there, yeah.
Yep.
And then jump and mechanically,
Yep.
I'm jumping to the. I can get enough movement to get to the other side. Flank like that.
Great.
Mechanically, I can go there, and then I'm gonna do my attack. But for flavor, I'm hitting them while I'm
Yeah,
jumping.
while you're going.
Let's
And don't
go.
forget to get the
Yeah.
D4 because of our modified flanking rules.
Yes. Okay. So that is going.
That's
to
awesome.
Be
Just jumping, big old
Yeah.
shocking grasp. It's
Yeah.
all fired up.
Taser hand, let's go.
Oh my god. 22 to hit
22 definitely hits.
for 6 damage,
Okay.
lightning damage, and it can no longer take reactions. If
It can no longer take any actions, Killian.
oh,
Cool. Because you make
Got him.
like you miss the face, but in missing the face, you hit its center of mass, and just like for a moment, everything goes black as we only see the skeleton of this creature zapping around before it crumbles into a pile of ash. Very corporeal, not black ooze. Great.
Oh,
that's my full movement.
It's
and
just-
a full attack.
It's just ash. It's fine. It's normal.
Oh.
That was Killian's turn.
That is my turn.
Varia, you are up.
Well,
Oh, you are
Is she?
still down.
You are down.
how do we get you up? What do we do? I can't do anything.
Anybody got a
As
healing
you
potion?
are within this wooded area, you hear the sound of a crow in the distance, and something in your mind reminds you, like, I remember where I was. I know where I was. That's your turn.
Running.
Yeah, you can start running.
Start running.
You begin running. The trees pass around you. We'll get back to that. These creatures are going to once again swing. Gertie, you can see this because you can see through the door. They pull up another board from this altar. Inside now, you can make out just the vague corner of a beautiful red cushion holding some sort of glass object inside. That's their turn. Nat is okay. Bogarth.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaving the building.
Valid.
I need to get them to safety, I guess. So I'm just gonna I'm assuming with
Yeah.
half speed.
Yeah, you can get out the door. As you come out of the door, you look around. You see there's like a couple of folks just like kind of walking through the town, carrying like carts, doing just various tasks around the town. They're sort of like looking, sort of glances at you.
I'm just gonna run out and just go, help!
You see a familiar elven man's face, horrified, looking at you. That's your turn. The spirits would go here. Unfortunately, they have been removed from combat for the time being. Killian, we are back to you. Or no, wait, hold on.
No.
Hold on. I missed. I jumped 2 people.
Yeah.
Nereus, sorry. Sorry,
okay.
friends.
Okay, I'm gonna enter the.
I got confused. That was my bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enter the room with the guy. And yeah, stop saying that!
Thank you, I hate it.
Hey, wild guess as to what I'm gonna do.
Does it involve
Make a friend.
smelling?
make a new friend.
Pick the lock. I don't think so.
There's
I'm
a
gonna,
lock?
I don't think so.
Probably.
Cool.
So what you have to tell us.
I'm gonna approach the bad man
Yes,
and I'm
you-
going to roll.
You do not get sneak attack on this.
I do
'Cause-
not get sneak attack on that
Yes.
one. Okay, well it's an
We
8,
do.
so
Great. Sure. What do you mean?
I
eight?
rolled
Kinda
an
saw
8
it.
to hit.
Oh,
Kinda saw it
that
coming.
doesn't hit. Sorry.
What?
I know. Crazy concept.
Wild.
Great.
That's all I got.
Nereus, you go in and it uses one of the boards to block your sword.
What? I beg your pardon.
It just looks at you stunned that you were so polite. Gertie.
You have it.
Okay. Gertie.
Why, yes,
is-
I'm so sorry to do that to you, sir.
Gosh.
And we are out of combat.
Gertie is gonna try and be a little thief, and I want to take the shiny thing off the pillow.
Yeah.
So I want to walk up to the pillow and try and snatch it, and then walk
Yeah,
the other
you're
way.
able to-
There's so much happening in this conversation.
You can get all the way to here if this is where you want to go.
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
Great. You have an orb.
Ooh, okay.
It's a glass orb held by a sort of wooden holster. You feel
A sort of wooden.
Yeah, you don't have to describe it. It's on.
You see, it's
Maybe
beautiful.
actually.
Yeah, you could hold it up to where your face should be, and they'll be able to see it.
Yep.
I saw it on the combat camp.
Oh, you're right. It has been sitting there for like ever.
Oh yeah, true.
Just got a little sweaty.
Holding this glass object, this crystal ball, if you will. You feel a low hum that reverberates into your chest
In a positive
in a
way?
positive way.
Okay.
And a warm feeling.
Hmm.
Something about this feels connected to you.
Ooh.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Suck it, bird man. Like-
You flip the bird as you
Yeah,
walk out of the room.
exactly.
Hey,
Wonderful. She's so good. Bogarth, you are. Yep, that is. We are at the.
Yeah, but I'll just keep what
That's
I had
what.
done.
Yeah, sorry. Killian, now we're here. Thank you for your patience. I figured out that.
Charge it up again
Zit.
and run into. We're jump attacking right now. I'm gonna do the same thing again to try to get into flank position.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, same thing. Hitting it for flavor, but in mechanics behind it.
Yeah.
flanking with it.
Absolutely. Mr. Killian, kill him dead. Let's go.
Kill him dead.
We keep switching to this very.
11
Do you have it
to
on?
hit.
I do. What was that? Sorry.
11 to hit.
11 to hit.
Oops,
That
what am I talking
unfortunately.
about? That's a 4, not a 2.
Oh.
13 to hit. Sorry.
That does hit. I was
Excellent.
like, 11 doesn't hit.
So 5 lightning damage and no reactions.
Great.
And you get sneak attack.
Ally.
So as it's just, you're right. He's an ally.
All friends.
We're all friends here. Nereus,
Doesn't matter who it is.
as you're pulling your sword back, suddenly you feel a wind against your hair, and then there is sort of sparks fly out in front of you as Killian is now poised in the battle position on the other side, ready to double team this guy. All right, Varia, running through the forest. It feels like it's never ending. You feel like there's nothing on the other side as you hear faint whispers. And that's what happens on your turn.
I'm so sorry.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
The two melees didn't go, tanks didn't go in for
Ooh, okay.
It's a first combat.
This red creature with the beak swings wildly, trying to flip around, hit Killian. But it ends up colliding. It ends up tripping on part of the wood that's been broken, and sort of like scrambles and and totally misses. Rolled a 1.
Sweet.
That's great.
Really
We're-
thrown off. From
Nereus,
flipping
we're back to
it
you.
Whoa!
It's
Cool.
yeah,
There's so few creatures in this combat. It's crazy. It's so quick.
Do I get sneak attack?
You do get sneak attack on this one, and you also. I know it's confusing how many dice you have. You also get to roll d4 for the adjusted flanking rules.
Okay, I sneak attack with my rapier. Does an 18 hit?
It definitely does. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 8, 9, 10. 11 points of damage.
11 points, as it is totally focused on the gentleman who just zapped it. Nereus, you see the opening. You can thread the needle to the nape of the neck.
And I do, right in that little weird little dent you have in your neck. I just go shwa.
Before it can make the noise you hate so much.
Yeah.
And it flops over.
No call.
And with that, we are out of combat.
Let's go.
In addition to that, I believe at this point, it is a lovely time to take a quick 15-minute intermission. We will be back, assuming we have done this right, and it all goes well. Thank you all so much for being here. We will see you again in 15 minutes. We loved your participation. I hope you're liking everyone. I hope you love our lovely Spirit Master. Doing a great job for us here. Thanks for being here. Specters and spectators, welcome back to Spirits of the Game. Before we took our short break, all of our adventurers, Bogarth, Varia, Nereus, Gertie, and Killian, all travel to this village. 2 nights rest. From there, they encounter this interesting temple and this monk named Franz, along with Drake and his daughter Nat. After a brief game of hide and seek and finding the back door into the temple, they encountered a couple of swarms of ravens that transformed into odd creatures. During that combat, Varia and Nat dropped. We pick back up post-combat. The creatures have been felled. Bogarth, you have run out of the temple with Nat and Varia on every arm, yelling out for help. Immediately, some folks run over. One that immediately approaches you. He is a sort of stout...
Come on, pilots. Good catch.
Whoops.
Now we can hear you.
We heard you, though. We heard you.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Thank you for your patience with us. Let's go. Bogarth, you are approached by a stout halfling man. He has a big, curly black beard and is bald on top, but he has a little sock cap that leans over to one side.
He's adorable.
He runs up and he says, "Yes, what's wrong? What?"
Hello, please help. They are unconscious, and they need assistance, and I don't think I can give it.
Quick, bring them to my shack. Here, come on. He leads you over. He takes you to
That's what I've been doing.
from the temple. He takes you to this small little shack. From how the town's sort of formatted is we have this central main road where Nereus came through at the bottom. Then we have this sort of curvature that goes around, creating this half circle of road. From there, we have 3 sort of spokes going off. He takes you next to, in between like these two spokes over here, to this small little home. It's very quaint. He has like cloth hung up for doorways. And as he brings you in with Nat and Varia, he quickly like unfurls like a carpet that's made of a variety of animal skins. It's like, here, set them here. I'll see what I can do. What's your name, son?
My name is Bogarth. Please help my friends.
I will, son. Go ahead and set them down.
Okay.
They're in good hands here. Is anyone else hurt?
Oh, shoot. I left everyone back there to save them, but I couldn't save everyone, right? No, a gentleman saves everyone.
Just set them down. We'll see how they're doing. Speaking of how everyone's doing, you all are in the temple. You gently set them down with help from this halfling gentleman. The rest of you, Killian, Gertie, Nereus, you are all still in the temple. As the aftermath from this begins to die down, your heart rates begin to come to a more normal level. Gertie, you hold in your hand this orb.
You could probably take it out of the little stand, too, whenever you
Again, you feel this warm hum, and Nereus and Killian, looking upon this, you feel this warm hum and this sense of safety while gazing upon the orb. It's this wonderful sort of flowing sense as the orb itself begins to create a soft light. And you see a variety of faces mouthing different words. As you then hear there's no good way to do this. Hello? Is everyone okay in there? I think you got inside. Can you let me in?
Oh, it's not the orb. Oh, I go to the.
Oh, it's the
front door.
The old man. Hello?
Wait, did you say, Killian, did you say you're letting him in?
Oh, I just was like, oh, it's the old man.
I walk over to the door and I am I able to open it from this side?
Yes, how are you trying to open it? Just so we...
Please tell me it opens from the
bottom. Maybe it's top down.
You can try lifting it from the bottom, yeah. Go ahead and, roll athletics for me.
Surely our rogue will do a great job
Yeah.
with the athletics.
That's a 4. -1.
Okay, so Nereus, in your rush to sort of like get over to the door, you like go and like lift fully with your back.
Yeah.
It's like oh, and you like kind of stumble and your hand goes through the paper of the door.
Oh gosh.
Wait, why didn't
I feel like I was
and you feel that, and the doors, this sort of jostles the doors, and they begin sliding open.
Oh.
God,
okay.
dang it.
We never
Well,
tried
it
to.
worked.
It
did work.
Nereus did.
Oh,
Nereus did try to pull them apart.
Oh, okay.
Gertie,
Don't worry.
holding this orb in your hands and feeling the hum, you can almost hear a sorry for the blunder before.
Wonderful. Franz, the monk, in his multicolored shawl, stands in front of you. Oh, are you okay, Mr. Nereus?
I kind of check myself over. Yes, weirdly I am okay. I don't know how that happened, but we opened it though. We got the door open. We got the door open, and did you know that there were weird bird creatures inside?
Yeah, why the hell did you want to come into a church that was full of monsters like that?
Well, I wanted to. I'm here to repair the temple itself. That was my main purpose here. What are you saying about there were monsters inside?
Well, malevolence.
What? And he sort of like peers around you and you look inside. Oh. Well, maybe the locals were right. Maybe this place was cursed. Oh, it looks like they did a number on the altar there. Oh, goodness gravy. That's...
Wipe the wood scrapings from my head. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the bird creature.
Yes, that's. Oh, no,
No,
go right ahead.
Well,
No, after you.
Please, I don't know if you insist.
You said your nobility. You must go first.
Well, there were these weird
Or black sludge raven things.
what he said. I don't know what a raven is. I just
Bird
got here.
ball tail people.
Yes.
They really didn't like her. Them.
Yes, well, that definitely does sound like a malevolence. So so you were attacked by birds?
Yes, if that's what you call those winged things. I know what a bird is.
I know.
Do they not have birds like
No!
the Isle of
Weirdly, there are no birds in the Isles where I come from.
That is so interesting.
Anybody else want to weigh in on this?
Dirty 20 insight on that?
on Nereus? What do you think a dirty 20 would gain him from you, Nereus?
Probably knowledge that you're not
see
from the
some
Isles, huh?
Gills on my neck
Okay.
a little bit that's almost hidden by the ostentatious collar.
How about the insight check is just looking?
And it's
sort
like,
of hard.
and like beads of sweat are profusely pouring out.
He's kind of scaly a little bit. And he's blue. Dear God, he's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
No.
it's how the Isle has been lately.
Well, this is concerning. Have you dispatched all of them? Have you checked all of the rooms, everything?
Well,
We didn't go the other way. But
that's true.
I'm a little hesitant
Well,
to go the
They
other way.
weren't in the temple. They were on top of the temple, and they came flying in, all fluttery and such.
That's strange. You would think. Well, what were they? What were they doing inside the temple?
Sort of.
Assaulting little girls.
Man.
Before that, they were like ignoring
like they were trying to
Nails?
get somewhere.
They're called malevolence.
Perhaps.
Like,
I
it's
don't,
okay.
I don't
Be
know.
malevolent.
They're the bad
Weirdest
guys.
thing.
And why'd they attack the altar?
They were looking for
Yeah, what is that? What that thing you grabbed?
this.
And at this moment, Franz gazes upon the orb, and his expression sort of changes from one of confusion to one of reverence. May I?
Well,
I won't take it from you. I just want
Okay. Yeah, look.
Gertie, it's an old man. It's fine.
So he, and then he sprouts wings and a big
Pick up a rock just in case.
Oh gosh.
You know what
He
they say
reaches
about
out
birds and stuff?
and sort of places his hand sort of like over the orb and lets it sort of like, he never touches it per se, but he sort of just like gauges it before retracting his hand. And that, I would say, did anything else strange happen while you were inside the temple?
The whole thing was I mean, ball of birds into goo. Goo ball turns into little boy.
Okay, poor turn of phrase. Let me try again. Other than the strange goo birds, was there anything else that stood out to you? Anything mystical that happened?
There was a spider.
Okay, well maybe I'm.
Spiders and ravens. What did I miss?
The spider did initiate the whole thing, if you think about it.
There was the weirdest thing that happens. This sort of glowy, if I had to pick a word, spiritual thing sort of passed through me. It was very nice. But it started attacking the things that we were attacking as well. It's sort of emerged from the wall, I think. Oh, I didn't think. I did see
Did it? I will just tell you what the signs are pointing to here. For me, there is tale here in Oros. Are all of you familiar with how
Oros was founded?
Not in the slightest.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
We're not
We're
there.
not
You're not
here.
there.
I'm dead.
Are all of you familiar with how Oros was founded? Okay. So, the empire we now know as Oros. It was not always our 5 kingdoms merged together as one under our emperor. The first emperor of Oros was Oros Neberon himself. He was gifted divine power from Nelon and a task to go out and set Oros straight, all under one crown. You see, before Oros Neberon, all the kingdoms were constantly at war. Everything was in a state of flux. We call this period the Blood Dynasty, where nothing ruled but the blood itself. Now, Oros Neberon was gifted this divine power. It was said that he imbued some of this power when he passed onto particular artifacts, so that way he could pass it on to future generations if there ever was trouble, and that Oros might separate into its own individual nations. One of these objects was said to be a crystal ball that could summon forth Oros's own army that he used to unite the kingdoms. And given everything that we've been through and seen, it seems likely, my order, we hid these artifacts many, many years ago. It's why I'm here now, servicing the temple. We were never told where these artifacts were, but just that they could be in any temple all across Oros. So my task is to go around and make sure the temples are kept nice, kept well, and to deter any outsiders. I had heard that this particular temple's keeper had passed and that his wife was taking care of it. So I came to lend my assistance, and I couldn't quite get in, as we've all been made aware of. Oh, look, there she is now! And he points up, and you see this moderately frazzled, older human woman. Based off of the lines in her face, you gauge she's probably in her mid to late 40s. Her hair is sort of all splayed out, but wrapped up in a bun as best it can. She wears this apron that's just covered in dirt at the very bottom, along with these thick woolen pants. She comes and she's carrying a broom and a bucket filled with water, and has a rag on the side. She's like, can I help you all? What are you doing to the temple?
Well, I mean, the temple was just attacked.
I think it could definitely use some tidying up at this point.
Sir, are you the monk? Yes, I'm Franz. Nice to meet you. Are you the wife of Faradel? Yes. Yes. I'm Bertha. Who is this assortment of folks? Have you brought a whole crew? I thought it was just going to be you. Oh no, they're just nice young people helping out an old man.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm Bertha. What are your name? Are you here to trade with Berthin or are you here to invest in something, or are you looking to maybe purchase a farm?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of walk up to her. I kind of
this farm?
flip out my coattails. I'm
Okay.
my name is Nereus. Said my name wrong. My name is Nereus Saranath. I'm a noble. Perhaps you've heard of me. And I take her hand, I kiss it.
Well, a noble. It is so wonderful to meet you. Are you here meeting with? Is this some sort of secret meeting with the Duke?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Though, perhaps I will have to pay him a visit. Do you know where I can find him?
Yes.
To...
So, where did you come through? Did you come through that side of the road or this side of the road? You came through this side of the road.
Well, based on information that I've gathered solely by myself, I came from that way.
Okay. So you see how there's this hill leading up this way, right? And you see this road.
Yes.
If we're looking at the spokes on the wagon wheel, it's this one.
I see. Thank you,
Yes.
madam.
Yes. Down that you follow it up, and you look sort of where she's pointing. You can see that there is what appears this road sort of leads up to this sort of raised portion of earth. You would say it's a hill, but it's like surrounded by cobblestone. Like it was manually man-made to be higher than it was previously. Sitting on top of that is a sort of is a cobblestone sort of like fence, just stones stacked on top of each other. But peering at it closer, the stones are stacked too perfectly. This was not like someone stacking stones to make themselves a fence. This was a project someone undertook. Sort of in the background there is what can only be described as like a mansion cabin. Like if you go up into a place near where we all reside, and you see like these like really large cabins that are made to be that are constructed to like look like cottagecore and homey and comfortable, but it is just way too big to be practical.
Yep.
It has like these huge tree trunks or like logs that are like on each corner, like supporting this cottage. And immediately you take one look at the trees in the surrounding area, take a look at that, and those logs were definitely brought in from somewhere else.
Gotcha.
The roof itself is pretty simple. It is but it is shingled, whereas a lot of the roofs here are just like flat hardwood. Yes, so that is the noble's vacation home here, and that's where the Duke Philippe is currently staying. Yes, I'm sure you've met him before at court and whatnot. But,
yes, so many times. Yes.
Roll deception.
Right. Which court was that?
Oh, shoot. That is 19.
19. Yep. Yes. Oh, it must be so lovely to visit there. I've always wanted to go see the gleaming gardens in the city of values.
Yes.
Well, anyways, if you ever needed a plus one, when you want a willing woman,
Perfect.
Plus one to
You're
what?
so forward.
I'm just going to points. You can see sort of nestled in front of this estate is you see the terraced farm that you came in by.
Okay.
It's sort of terraced up to this estate itself.
Okay.
And then there's a small sort of homestead that's been set up there, just right on the edge of town. If you ever need anything, I'm just gonna clean up the temple and see what's going on. Help the monk here. He seems a little old, but it's whatever. If you ever need anything, just come by. If it's not me, my child Alice will answer the door,
Oh, absolutely.
and they can help you out.
I'll make sure to stop by.
Yes. Well, toodaloo.
Yeah, this has been nice. I'm gonna leave y'all to that. Check on the girl because she wasn't looking too good last time.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna try and like sweep a little of the goo away with my friend. Like, hi, sorry.
You sweep it, and as you like walk outside, you still you feel like sick to some of the gravel in your feet, and, like shake it off. You see now that sort of again like on this like wagon wheel that I'm sort of using here, where the Duke's property is here, Bertha's over here. The place where you two are, this little shack sort of in between these two spokes, you see that there's a sort of crowd of about like 5 or 6 people have sort of gathered around this doorway. And you see this, none of you would have seen him yet, but you see this elven man with long blonde hair and like this like ratty work white short and these like tight pants, walking back and forth, just like pacing. He seems very distressed. And everyone's just sort of like chit-chatting and hubbubbing. Something seems to be happening over by that shack.
You want to go check it out?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I'm heading over to them right now.
That is where they are.
That's where they are.
I'm imagining that's what the hubbub is.
Well, so I'm curious as to what the heck the timeline here was, because Bogarth was definitely going to go look for them, but I don't know. Maybe I did this just take a long time?
Bogarth, you definitely overheard the end of their conversation with Bertha and Franz. So you like jumped in, kind of like.
Maybe I just didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah,
a gentleman would never interrupt. Of course not. Of course.
So you all 3 run into Bogarth, his lovely, big, large, hairy, scary, friendly self.
Yeah.
You did well, Bear.
Oh well, thanks.
So this is the bear.
This is the bear. This is the bear that I mentioned.
Well,
earlier.
I'm a bugbear.
A bugbear.
First of all,
My
and
apologies.
I know bugbears can be scary or whatever, but I've been purified. I promise you're safe.
That's
Purified.
I never did not feel safe with you around.
Oh,
Bugbear.
really?
Really, I feel very safe right now.
Insight check. Wow. 11.
I feel safe right now. I wasn't
That's
lying.
so great. Maybe we can be friends.
Oh, I love that. You seem like a nobleman.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was taking care of my my friend. I hope she's okay. But I did manage to see some of your techniques. That was so impressive. I am a man of the swords myself, and I go shing. Oh, sorry. Right.
I just want to paint the picture for all of us here. Again, just because to me it is so funny in my brain. We have Bogarth brandishing his 2 rapiers. Bogarth, I want to remind everyone, is over 7 feet tall. For rapiers to be fitted to this man, they would be very long. And we have...
No. The idea is that the rapiers are... Because mechanically they're short swords.
Oh.
The idea is that they are rapiers, but they're very small.
Comically small.
It looks like knives. In his hand.
Regardless, it's like...
They're not that... Okay, they're not that small.
Yeah. we still have Bogarth towering over, and then we have Nereus, 5'1".
Yeah. I'm so sorry. A gentleman never brandishes his weapon in public around innocent people.
That's all right, big fella. Don't beat yourself up about it now. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Can we start over?
How's
I
the
want to be
girl?
friends. I'm Bogarth.
Yeah.
What?
The girl.
The girl.
Oh, my friend or the little one?
Either. Both of them.
Gosh, I hope they're okay.
Bring us to them.
Right!
Context clues, buddy.
That's my whole character! And I'll bring them over to the hostel? I don't know what building. The way you described it seemed very run down.
Yeah, so you guys all enter into this sort of small shack. It has like a flat roof. It has like, it seems primarily supported by, how would you say this? There's lots of like bundles of sticks wrapped together and like put up in places to support a precarious roof. Gertie, for you, this looks a lot more like a hunting lodge than a real, like, physical planted house. Pulling back this sort of screen to enter into the room, you see this large, like, stitched rug of animal skins where Varia and Nat are both laid out.
Oh, no.
Laid out very comfortably. They have, like, small little, like, sacks underneath their heads for pillows. You see a sort of gruff-looking halfling man who's bald with this big curly black beard. You also see another 2 more halflings that are less stout than this man. One has like his hair in like the classic like gnome like fire tip kind of hairstyle.
Heck yeah.
And the other one is a woman with just one long braid. They are running back and forth, treating both Varia and Nat. They have like these little like jars filled with a variety of different like looks like pickled vegetables, or like the whole scent in here now is like very like vinegary and like pungent. These 2 are running back and forth. It's like, Mork, do you have more Nettlesbane? Yes, Rack, this is just really stressful. I didn't think this would happen to Nat. It's just, I'm glad we finally got one of them. And they keep moving back and forth. The one with the beard is sat, just like stroking it and like, he sees you both all come in. Can I help you? We really need the space in here. Mork and Rack are doing the best they can.
These are my friends laying there. I mean, what's going on here? Are you guys helping them?
Do you know the woman?
Well, I do.
Yes.
She's my friend. Is she okay?
He like sort of like side eyes out of his eye, and he says, I think she's going to be fine, actually.
Okay.
We're more worried about Nat than anything else.
Oh no.
What can we do to help?
Well, all I can ask for right now is your patience. Maybe try comforting Drake outside. He's a little distraught. He's very protective of his daughter, especially in light of recent events.
Can I see that?
You can.
Oh, she just in front of me.
Yes.
I thought she was like get somewhere else.
No. Open floor plan.
Can I see Nat?
I do it.
Straight down.
Varia.
Okay.
You glance around within the forest. You've still been running this whole time. Your legs are tired. You feel exhausted. You look around before you see suddenly the branches curl and form, and it looks like, as you center your vision, the branches are forming here and also the trees behind them. They can very clearly make a distinctive 2.
Like the number 2.
The number 2. And then you hear, who's my friend? And your eyes open, and you see above you this like ramshackle, rickety wooden roof, and you hear voices around you. Nat's right here.
Bogarth is gonna sit down next to her
Mhm.
and just gently grab her arm and touch it to my arm, or touch her hand to my arm and just say, "Mommy."
Excuse me. Oh my goodness, you are very large. Please
I'm sorry.
don't.
Not Papa.
We're being very careful. He the halfling, the non-bearded halfling gentleman with the pointy, fiery hair, picks up her hand and gently places it. We're trying to be very careful. You see, Nat has like a variety of bandages. Most of them are small, but there's like you can see like these bits of green, and the vinegar smell is primarily coming off of her. Please, we really need the space to work. If you're all good, there's just too many bodies in here. This is not a very big room.
Sorry. I just, if she passes on, I just wanted her to win. Is all.
Oh, am I awake now?
Yes, you've been
Okay.
You've heard all of this. Just staring
I
at
mean,
the
I'll
ceiling.
immediately look at my hands. Do they seem normal?
They seem normal.
Okay. And I'll sit up and is Nat still unconscious?
Yes, she's still unconscious. Bogarth is sitting next to her. You see Killian and Gertie and Nereus all sort of like huddled towards the entrance. Again, this sort of room is not terribly large.
you see this bearded gentleman who you've never seen before, this bearded halfling gentleman, sort of sitting at a stool in the back, like sort of looking over both you and Nat as these two halfling folks that I previously described are running back and forth.
I'll immediately jump up and run over and try to give a. All I have is healing word prepared, but I'll come over and healing word Nat.
So, everyone can breathe a deep sigh of relief. As
it would be 8.
yes, so you all see Varia, get up, and for those of you who feel fond of her, you feel relieved. Before Varia, do you want to describe how you do this healing word?
Oh gosh. I'll just take some of the whatever they have rubbed over in some of the wounds. I'll kneel down. Well, yeah, I'll kneel down on the ground and sort of pick up some of the dirt that would be under this sort of hut, and just sort of kind of also rub it in. Literally, rub some dirt on it. Just try to.
Literally dirt in the room.
Literally dirt. Yep.
Well, you're the cleric, so.
Exactly. And yeah, just try to get a good sort of some of the nutrients from the ground.
Yeah.
And just get in there. Yeah.
So, you all see Varia do this. And for most, if not all of you, what unfolds next is nothing short of a miracle. Where you see suddenly there's this Nat begins to sort of shift around before she wakes up and she sort of jolts awake. Everyone screams. Yeah.
Not it! She's okay.
Yeah, various things like that. And as you see, some of these bandages that were loosely on her, fall off. And most of her scratches are gone. And you see, as the bandage that you applied, Bogarth, underneath her chin sort of falls away. And it's nothing but a faint red line, mostly closed. For most of you, and for our audience, this is something that's not very often seen in Oros. Magic is a thing that is associated primarily with spirits or the spiritual or the spirit realm. Nereus, it is not out of pocket that this is something more familiar to you.
Okay.
Speaking of spirits, you can all feel the veil that once swaddled you dissipate as you hear whispers. Liar, 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 truth, lies. You'll all lose your +1 in stealth and instead gain +1 in deception.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
And we straight
Deception.
Perfect.
Yeah. I will say that once Nat it seems better.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of spring up and just say, "You're okay," and then he'll turn to Varia and go, "You're okay," and he'll give her a hug.
Okay. Little much.
Oh, sorry.
Am I at 1 hit point?
Yes.
Okay.
As this
just blood everywhere.
as this exchange happens, you hear a gasp from outside, and then someone tell Drake, what? And he rushes in. Drake is the aforementioned elf pacing back and forth. He rushes in, and he sees his daughter, and she's like, "Dad?" And she's like, "Oh, Nat." And he runs over and he picks her up and scoops her up and holds her before looking at Bogarth and giving the most vitrolic stare. What did you do?
I didn't do it. There were these birds or something, and they attacked her and my friend.
I told Nat not to go in there.
But I and my new friends, we fended them off. We saved Nat.
I'll sort of stand in front of Bogarth.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
It could have been worse. 9.
He turns to Varia now. I don't know what you are doing here, but you'd better take your damn pet malevolent out of my town. And he storms off with that.
I think we should go.
I think he probably is just a little on edge. I'm sure it's okay.
Who's saying that to us?
This is the halfling with the beard.
Okay.
I will say, I did catch some of the tail end of what happened. I did see you bring them out. I know you didn't hurt her.
Okay.
You have kind eyes.
Glowing green.
For the color of kindness.
For all of you, I want to introduce myself. Rack, Morp, you can... I think we're okay now. Oh, we already brought all of our stuff over here. This is ridiculous. You guys can leave. And they start packing up their stuff to get out of there. My name is Bert. I'm a hunter around here. You know, I venture into the woods rather frequently. I also... It falls on me to resolve a lot of disputes in this town. Here in 2 Nights Rest, it's... Folks are very tight-knit, and I'm not sure if you've heard, but there have been some troubling things happening recently, so folks might not be the fondest of outsiders at this current point in time.
Even though we just saved all of them.
Right.
People here, they like to keep to themselves. A lot of folks here have a resentment for the outside world, except for the Berthans. They live off of it, but 2 Nights Rest is we're very secluded from a lot of the surrounding area.
Is it like two nights rest or like tonight's rest?
Would you like to ask him that question?
Is it like 2 nights rest? I didn't see any signs for the town.
Oh, yes. Well, we haven't updated our signage in years. This town was originally founded as a stopping spot along the way from the mines just down the road. The saying goes is that you'll feel so comfortable, you'll stay for 2 nights instead of 1.
Ah, very clever.
I didn't name it, but thank you. Regardless, I'm always happy to see new faces. If you need anything or need a place to stay, I can talk to folks around town, see what they can do for you. What brings you here in the first place?
Well, we were just passing through.
And I follow her.
That's nice.
We got a cart ride down here.
Yes, probably with the Berthans?
Nope. We came with Knott's cart.
Ah, yes, not Berthan.
Oh.
His name's Berthan.
Yes.
He didn't provide
Yes.
it.
His father's not very creative. His name was Berthan, so his son's name is not Berthan.
Oh my god.
It's great.
It's so upsetting.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Very efficient.
Would we have a map? Would I have a map for the 2 of us?
I think at this point, you would not be. The map would not have this region in particular mapped out. The map you would have. Let me pull up my map here as we talk about this. So in terms of where 2 Nights Rest sits, and you're sort of aware of this, there is there's the Sill Isles along the top of Sill itself, and then there's the mountain range, and then there's this forest right here.
You recall where you passed through there's this small river that runs into the larger river that goes into the
River north of the forest.
yes, the river's north of the forest. You are like right on the edge, so you've effectively made your way down from where you were previously, and sort of done a weird circly back.
As in, I'm sorry, because we left the forest and came across the clearing, so we are
let me clarify
traveling
for you.
north.
Yeah, you have accidentally traveled north. You basically were traveling south
I
previously,
understand.
and then you turned around.
So we definitely don't have a map.
Yep. That's the conclusion we've come to.
Do you have a map?
And my next question.
Give me your map.
I don't, but I'm sure it's something you could potentially buy from the Berthans.
Buy? That's one of the things I have to do.
Well, I know why they're here. What is your lot doing here? We have someone from the Isles, I'm assuming, and you all.
Well, I've been tracking down. Have you heard about missing children from a city?
Yes. About, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, some of the children from around town have mysteriously gone missing. I don't know too much about it, but they've been going missing. Just the other day, Jeremiah and Salen, their daughter, went missing as well.
Salen? Wait, we know a Salen.
He said Selah.
Oh, sorry. I got really excited.
Yes, the two of them, they're other farmers sort of on the other side of town from here. Their daughter, they said that she had gone out to visit someone in the woods, saying that she knew where the other children were and they were going to follow. I don't know a lot of the specifics, you'd have to ask them, but the children have mysteriously been going missing. A lot of folks are sort of pointing fingers at Alice.
Alice.
Ooh, we know an Alice.
Alice from the
Who
temple.
is Alice?
Alice.
Yeah.
Bertha's
Becky's,
daughter.
yeah,
Becky
person.
Bertha.
Who is
Becky, Berthy,
Do you
Banana.
mean Alice's daughter of Bertha?
From the temple.
Yes, Alice is Bertha's child.
And they think that
she's taking him. Or?
responsible for the missing children?
Yes, well, I don't want to be inappropriate in the presence of our friend Bogart, but Alice has some malevolent blood in their veins.
Oh.
Well, I'm
Who
here
is this Bertha? Who are any of these people?
Oh, at the, well,
Well, she's a rather ravishing woman.
Oh, really?
She's very
Oh.
tall. It's wonderful.
How tall?
Probably like 5'5" or something.
Something gigantic.
She's amazing. She talked to us. She's the Temple Keep's, but the Temple Keep's wife. But the Temple Keep is dead, so I suppose that means she's single.
Well, she's... Oh.
But she has a daughter, and they live in this terraced little homestead at the bottom of that big cobblestone hill.
I see.
She's very lovely.
But they think her daughter
is responsible
taking
for
the
these
children.
missing children?
I don't know. It reeks of trying to find a scapegoat to me.
Where do Jeremiah and Selah live? We can go talk to them.
Yes, so if we are looking at the wagon wheel, Jeremiah and Salen live towards the west side of town. If we see like the one spoke here, two spokes here, then the main road, they live sort of off of this main road, kind of opposite of where Nereus came in.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm here trying to track down the son of a bitch who's taking these children. So, let's go maybe find...
The son of a bugbear!
You said son!
Anyways, I vote that we should go try and find this Jeremiah and Selah people.
I think that'd be beneficial.
I think we should clear out of here for a while at the very least.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Gertie, the spirits will say, "Careful not to drop us."
Oh my god.
And, make sure to lie a lot.
Oh.
Um,
I'm so sorry.
Pardon me. Did I introduce myself? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you.
Bert?
Bert. Okay, great. Sorry. I just want to make sure I was missing some names here or there.
I remembered your name. Do you remember my name?
Bogart?
So that means we're friends.
Yes,
There's
Bogart.
more to it than
We can be
that.
friends.
What do
I
you
get
mean?
it.
You have-
Friends. You got fur. I like that.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't even. Wow! You made a joke, and I'm laughing at it. You have to sign it. That's on. It's on
Sign
here.
what? That you laugh at a joke?
Yeah, it's literally on here.
Well, if you need anything, I'm going to be staying in my lodge here for probably a few more days. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, Bert.
Thank you, Bert. That's short for something.
Everyone just calls me Bert.
Bert.
Is it like spelled in a cool way?
It's
B-E-R-T.
There's no Y.
Oh,
Bert.
well, that's pretty cool. That's really a really cool name.
Shall we go
I
talk
think so too.
to these parents?
Yeah.
I think we shall.
So you make your way out of Bert's shack. You see, as you make your way out, the throng of people that were sort of outside have mostly dissipated, sans a couple of peculiar onlookers. You see, like, one gentleman who has kind of like long, like moppy hair, is still kind of like sizing you all up. He's got like a hammer in his belt and like a sort of tan, dusty shirt with like no sleeves, and these like thick leather pants. He sort of just like sizes you up as you walk by, and then keeps walking. As you make your way over to the other side of town, you pass by several buildings on a sort of middle spoke of this wagon. You see that's where Drake and his family live. And then on the far side, we then have several more buildings. It looks like one appears to be, it has the, what did I write? I don't remember the actual word for it, but I wrote bungalow.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's like a little circular bungalow kind of style with then a house more properly attached to it. The house itself is very much inviting greenery in. They have a variety of like plants in their windows, and you can see there's like a little hatch on top where Rack, the halfling woman from before, is now like taking a big like trunk out and is like now unpacking several like of these pickling bottles that just are on the roof. Also across the road from them is what appears to be a sort of more not across, but sort of next to them at the end of this road, you see what appears to be a small sort of set of a couple of houses, and then what you see behind it is the more impressive part, is several small saplings that are spaced very evenly. It appears to be some kind of orchard. Across from them is then a more like typical house, or typical building is what I would say. For those of you who entered in from the other side of town, the thing that you can immediately note is that this house looks like it's in much better shape and condition than the one that Bertha motioned to. This one, built from proper planks of wood, and you can see the wall that faces the road that Nereus came in on has been painted, while the rest of it is just the raw wood, giving sort of this presentation. You see, sort of standing on the porch, is this gentleman. He has dark black hair that parts in the middle and is just sort of like shaggy around his ears. The woman has brown hair and is just done in two like buns on the back of her head. And they're both sort of, they seem to be chatting about something rather intense as she's like sitting on this chair on the porch and he's sort of like walking back and forth.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Yeah, as you approach, you can hear him say, "I don't like it. I don't like these outsiders strolling into town, Nat's getting hurt. It's all too coincidental. I really think one of these days we should go over to that damn Alice and get rid of them. They shouldn't be here, and we all know that. We're all thinking it."
Oh. Well, are we just walking up?
Yeah.
Honey, it looks like we have company. What? Oh, hello? Hi there. What can I do you for?
What's so wrong with Alice?
Yes, please.
Jumping right in.
Well, he sort of begins to speak, stops, and he sees Bogarth. And
Hello, is there some trouble? Friend?
well, Alice is just like your pet there.
That right there is a gentleman who saved Nat.
Thank you.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey, look, I understand what I am and what I look like, but have you know that I am purified?
I've heard stories of your kind, twisting riddles and things here and there. I don't believe it for a second.
Well, I was purified. I have this, and I'll just point to the sigil. I have another person's spirit placed on, and I guess you could say within me, and it seems like it did something to purify my soul.
Is that the story you spun my daughter when you took her into the woods?
Who's your daughter? Well, your daughter wasn't Nat.
That's why we're here, to try to help you. Can you tell us about your daughter?
Roll perception or roll persuasion.
Okay.
Sorry. I was
I
like,
couldn't think of one fast enough, spirits. I'm sorry. Oh, I rolled for so long. You said persuasion?
Mhm.
Oh, I think that's really good. Oh yeah, it's 16. Good-ish.
He sort of leans back against the wall. Sayla, you tell him. Well, our lovely daughter, Ayla, she told us that she was going to go and visit the children's fort that they have out in the woods just beyond the Drake's residence. We, Jeremiah and I, as collectively as a household, told her that was not allowed. She kept going on and on about how she said she knew where the other kids were, and if she could just open the door for them, that they would all come back and everything would be fine. But it's just children's tales. Ayla's, she's only 7. She's not very old. She doesn't really understand what's going on. But we haven't seen her in a few days now.
Would we have seen anything that she's describing on our way in?
Yeah,
if we were
since we
just
went
outside
past.
of Drake's house?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll history for me.
Both of us, or?
Yeah, both of you. I just didn't mention this. I totally forgot.
8.
I think it's a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, 14.
Bogarth, you would remember as you were coming into town and going through the back of the Drake's residence, you did see what looked to be a tree that had been like bent over and tied, sort of across from the Drake's residence, that made this little like portal-looking area.
Like it actually looked like a portal?
Not like a portal, like portal not
Like
as
a
like
doorway?
Wuja, but yeah, like more like a arc or doorway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it looked like, based on like how leaves had fallen and stuff, it was devoid of most like living vegetation. That it looked like it was frequently used as a path.
Oh, I think that we passed by that on the way when we were going over to Drake's house. Or we met him and Nat.
Okay, well, we
I think I know where it's at.
definitely have seen it, so...
Well, if you can find it.
But you've never been there? You've never tried looking?
Well, the children have this little pact that it's their secret fort, and they won't tell anyone where it is. We've had Bert try to go out and find it, but he hasn't really had any luck. Most of us now are too afraid to go into the woods. We were before, but now it's tough times.
Well, then it's settled. I think I know the place. So we will go and save Ayla. And I will prove that I have been purified, and that I am a gentleman, and that you and I can be friends.
You're also
Are you saying
in-
that to Jeremiah or Selah?
Well, both of them.
Jeremiah just...
You're also in luck because we are the greatest group for the job. And we will go out and find Ayla.
We're pretty good at it.
And we're amazing at what we do.
Roll deception, I guess.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, all of you roll deception.
Okay,
See how well you can fake.
I'm trying, guys.
Yeah, we're just like,
That's on top of what we would normally add.
Yo,
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay.
Just a 21.
God damn. 16.
I mean, Gertie especially will mean what she says when she says that she intends to help find their daughter, and that the same thing happened to Gertie.
No lie.
Sorry, what was everyone's rolls?
16, but I would like to deceive by just having a really hopeful look in my eyes.
Okay, 16.
A dirty 20.
16, 20. 7.
21.
21.
16 as well.
Okay.
Thanks, spirits.
So,
I tried. I'm sorry.
So as you guys are saying, like, you know, we're the most amazing group, we're the group for the job, you all just sort of naturally like fall into this like really like cohesive choreographed pose
Yeah, like Power Ranger
of like
pose, yeah.
like yeah, we got it. You know, Bogarth looks like, you know, a kid at his first day of school, like in the back.
Just giddy.
Yeah. Varia looks like very like eyes beady, like yeah, we got this. Gertie, your hands on your hip, you know, reaching for something that's not there. Yeah, Killian's like posing, and then Nereus is just like sorority squatting softly off the side.
And his butt looks great.
His butt looks great.
Oh yeah. Perception.
You don't need. It's very obviously perceivable.
I'd like to investigate regarding
Jeremiah, like, sees this, sort of like loosely shakes his head. The look in his face is. You can all sort of gather this man is a little conflicted, and Selah will just say, "Thank you. If you can find any of the other children, I know the Berthan's youngest son went missing first, and there's been several more of the community that have gone missing.
How many?
roughly 4 at this point,
Including Ayla.
including Ayla.
As you wrap up this conversation, Bogarth, you will hear a whisper, a couple in your ears saying, "We will help you, Bogarth. You can do it. Complete your quest." Gain 1 inspiration.
Yeah, okay. Heck yeah.
If you need
I got you.
anything, Jack owes us a favor. You could ask him. For some help if you need, if any of your tools have been broken. That's mainly what he does, but
Well, he's a, what do you call it? A smith? I think I read about that.
He's not really a smith. He's just sort of a handyman.
A John of many vocations.
A John of many vocations. We just call him Handyman Jack.
Not Jack.
Why? What are you talking about?
He
John of all trades.
when he's not repairing things for folks, he works at the orchard just over there.
Well, I don't think I need anything. I think we should just be good to go.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Actually,
I can always repair our tools if we need to.
Oh, really? I guess you are also a bit of a handyman yourself.
No, I'm in fact a smith.
Oh.
he's more of
Incorrect.
A handman, actually.
I'm not a John of many vocations.
Oh.
A guy who does one thing.
Yeah.
I'm a single John, not a multi John.
More of a Kevin who does it.
Kevin.
I don't know if I follow, friend, but that sounds great to me.
There's some pun in there with like you're just guy who, like guys in the name. Anyways.
I don't know if I got everyone's names, by the way.
Oh. Gertie Bobbins.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. And I'll go in for a handshake. Great.
Well, Nereus Serena. Pleasure.
Great.
You can call me Kill.
Kill? Oh. That's quite the name.
I'll put on my steel hand.
Oh.
It's a firm grip.
Oh, that's actually quite nice. It's nice and cool on a hot day.
Cool.
Thank you, Kill.
You're welcome.
Is it short for something?
Killian.
Killian.
You can call me that too.
I think I might like Killian more. It's less brutish. Okay. Great. Shall we get going?
I actually forgot how much I'm hurting.
Oh, yeah.
Collapse.
You do notice that the sun is getting rather low in the sky.
Maybe
Shoot.
we should rest.
Okay.
Well,
Sayla,
Yes?
do you know when Ayla was taken? Or
Uh,
did you just notice when she was gone?
The window was open in her room after dark about 2 days ago.
Do you know if the other children, the same thing happened to them?
I don't know the specifics. You'd have to ask the Berthans or...
Well, I
Excuse
wonder if something happens at night in particular.
That's what I'm
And
thinking.
it's, the sun's going down. Perhaps actually now is the time to go. I know that you're not
Well,
super
maybe we rest.
healthy looking.
do you think you'd be okay after like 4 hours?
Well, now.
Just like a show.
Why do you say that?
Why specifically 4 hours?
That's as much time as I need to tinker with my
Is that hand metal or meta?
Ooh.
Either way, it's aiming.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I could
we can just
potentially-
relax for a little bit and then go.
I could be potentially fine after 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just sit for a little.
That sounds better because those kids need saving.
Yes, I agree.
Bogarth, I have a small quest for you during that time.
Yeah, of course.
Quest?
Yes.
Oh,
What
quest! I thought you said a
quest
question.
Well,
A quest is even more
I'm going to ask you a
exciting.
question for the quest.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe we should go and let them stew in their hatred of me. But
Self-aware.
He's learning.
slowly but surely.
Yeah, as you all make your way away from Jeremiah and Selah's, the Barley's property, you see that Bertha has on the main road like stacked pieces of wood outside of the temple. So you guys are wanting to rest. Is that what I'm gathering? You want to take a quick short rest?
Yeah, maybe a short rest.
Yeah. Or do you want to just take that like on the road, the middle of town? What is your?
Yeah.
I'll just sit in the dirt.
It's kind of up to you. Where do you want to go?
I'm plop down right here.
Really?
Yep.
I can keep watch of you while you take a nap.
Well,
I'm
I
just
feel
gonna
fine,
just
so-
gonna sit and pray for a little while. Don't
Yeah.
mind me.
Okay.
During the hours, is there anything else y'all want to do, or are you just gonna?
Well, we'll wait for them and then.
Okay.
Just before we leave, when we're still on the perch step, I lean over to Selah and you can do much better than him, I think. And I leave.
She looks stunned. Cannot speak.
1d4 psychic.
So while you just like sort of post up,
Fisher, sailor girl.
crisscross applesauce.
No, it's less crisscross and more like I sit sort of with my knees up to my chest, and just kind of dig my feet into the dirt a little, and just kind of like have my palms down, and I'm just kind of sitting by myself. Not necessarily the traditional form of prayer, but that's what I have. So,
Nice.
Would I have seen you do this at this point?
probably.
Okay.
Most likely.
What?
I was about to say Gertie will sit in front of you and like kind of clean off her little sword from all the goo and the bird.
Yeah. The bird bits.
Yeah.
The goo bird bits.
Yeah, goo and feathers. I'm sure that
Yeah.
are
I'm plucking feathers off
Yeah.
of me.
After 30 so minutes of y'all just kind of like popping a squat, dusting off, taking a little snooze, or praying, et cetera, et cetera. The same gentleman from earlier, with the hammer in his belt, walks up to all of you. It's like,
Oh, the guy that was eyeing us?
yeah,
All weird? Okay.
the heck are you doing in the road?
Just taking a rest here.
Taking a little breather.
Take
Get out.
In the middle of the road, really?
Is this not normal for you people?
Do you have a problem?
Yeah, I'd say I do. What's the likes of you doing here?
Gertie's gonna stand up and like match his stance.
You got a problem.
What is your problem with us? We're just taking a rest.
Yeah, you're taking a rest,
Mm-hmm.
scouting things out, seeing which kid next to take?
More like trying to find the missing kids to help out the city.
Then why are you looking in the town?
We're taking a rest here.
We're actually gonna go check out a fort. The fort that the kids were all hanging out at when they went missing.
Now why would you look there? That doesn't make any sense.
Really?
I keep telling those damn Berthans they need to take a search party into the damn mines. That's where those creatures live.
Oh.
Why don't you go look? In the mines.
Yeah, what are you doing here then?
Yeah.
Are you not a gentleman? Are you not going to lead the charge?
Well, I'd go if someone else organized it.
Wow.
I got plenty of work
Mm-hmm.
repairing the farmers' tools.
Yeah.
Alice keeps breaking those damn hose.
The what?
the shovels and like the sewing implements. What's your deal anyway?
I don't do lots of hard labor. Nothing else.
Looks like it.
Whoa, if you've got a problem, why don't you back away from my friends here, sir?
Yeah.
Roll intimidation for me.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and roll the
Come on, Gertie.
hit die? Or
Yeah, you roll it.
okay.
Ooh.
Hey, good deal.
That is a 10.
A 10. He's sort of like, his stance sort of diffused and he backs up. Yes, ma'am.
As you should. Now, if you get a party organized to go look in these mines, we will help you. But we have business to attend to first.
Noted. I'm... Good day. And he keeps walking.
Okay, goodbye, friend.
What a weak little man.
The rest of your rest, unless you want to have any sort of idle chit-chat, is uneventful.
The night is dark and full of
terror.
Oh my
Do we? I have a mechanical question. Do we lose that +1 to deception after we use it, or
No.
No. Okay, we just have
It's just universal.
Cool.
Yeah, until it's replaced with something else.
I'd like to think that when Gertie was
Or
trying to intimidate this person, she put her hand like she was gonna pull something.
Yeah. She like reached for something that was not there,
Yeah, exactly.
and him like not knowing
Your
what that would even
phantom
be is
gun.
like,
It's just
Okay.
yeah.
What you got there?
Yeah.
Here, let me now offer you a peace offering. So as Varia, during your prayers, you feel a sort of pounding in your head. You have a massive headache. You're trying to go through your normal routine, saying the right things, thinking the right things, the right position, but you just cannot get this pounding out of the front of your head. But, as anything, eventually it passes, you all get up, and you're ready to get on your way.
It's
Wait,
like
hold
the
on.
middle of the night.
Did you
so-
have what was the quest that you wanted to send me on?
It is also dark now, but...
Well, it's a little dark for me, and I don't really want to be the only one here traveling with a torch.
Oh, you can't see?
No, I cannot.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Can I do anything to help?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
If we end up having to fight again, do you see any nice rocks around? You want to toss one to me?
Yeah, of course.
This big or smaller? I won't be able to see
Oh,
them.
big, really big rocks. Okay. Yeah. I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. And then when you do, duck and cover.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what that means, but oh, it's exciting.
Hide like you did in the bush.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So wonderful. As you all begin setting out back towards Drake's property, you look up in the sky as the moon has begun to rise. The moon itself from this particular town. You've all seen the moon before, very obviously, but it looks exceptionally beautiful tonight. It's not a full moon, but it's a little bit more than a half crescent, beginning to slowly pace its way over Oros. You see the stars in the sky, and Nereus, you think about what Franz told you, about how the moon is this god that's guiding these souls on. And you swear you can see these little sparkles and these dancing in the stars of folks following them along. As you make your way to Drake's property, after a little bit of searching, Bogarth, you're able to point everyone towards this portal in the trees.
I would like to, along the way, also look for rocks.
Roll to look for rocks.
Just a D20?
Just a D20.
Straight
Look
D20?
for rocks.
How does a 6 do?
You find a pebble. Like not like you keep picking up what you think are rocks, and they're like clumps of dirt that just like break apart in your hand. You're like, oh shoot.
But then one of them is a pebble.
Oh, one of them is a pebble.
Killian! Oh wait, no, you said bigger.
I'll take
Darn
that
it.
one. That's more, please. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good there, though.
Okay.
Thanks.
I will find more. I have turned around and I didn't see it.
If I see Bogarth trying to find, like, I'm rubbing this pounding headache.
Yeah.
And like I'll throw him the shovel I have. Here, just find one.
Wow. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay.
as you make your way past Drake's house towards this portal, you can all just catch in the window the very stern eye of Drake looking through, his face dimly illuminated by candlelight. And Nat just like waving emphatically. And as you look on the portal, you wonder what you will find going through.
Oh.
And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. And I need you all to level up, including the spirits.
Hey guys!
If anyone wants to take the lead on the spirits leveling up, that would be great.
Oh no, it's pretty straightforward.
Yes. Give us just one moment.
What do you want to say?
Oh yeah, I guess I can say it out loud. I
go
go
for it,
first
go
to
for
put
it.
it in chat. Though I will probably also put it in chat. So, spirits. We'll be getting a few abilities at second level. We will get Prestidigitate, which is kind of just a variation of the Prestidigitation cantrip. As well as Resilient Spirit. You can see this all in the handbook, by the way. And that will give us proficiency in one saving throw, our choice of Strength, Intelligence, or Charisma. And last but not least... Oh, no, wait, that's not this level. Yeah, okay, that's it.
And that is last.
You see?
Yeah.
So, I'll make a poll for those real quick, and we will get voting.
Cool. And then are we doing hit points right now? I
If
feel like it's fun if we all just
if you all want to roll
instead
hit
of
points.
taking average, we just always roll. I think it'd be more
Go
fun.
ahead and roll your hit points.
Okay.
As you all are making your way here, after that rest, you feel rejuvenated. Better at what you do.
Oh yeah.
But in all seriousness, there was a certain aspect of moving together cohesively as a unit, and just even using your weapons that makes you all a little bit more sturdy and sound. And you're like, oh yeah, that's right. That I was taught to do this, or like, oh yeah, it'd be better if I did this. That is how we're trying to level up. Well,
do you want to go like one by one for hit points?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gertie already rolled hers.
Sorry, I
Oh no,
was
you
not
can
getting
just like say it. You can roll whatever.
I rolled a 4, so I get 7. 7 more, so I'm at 20.
This is what I take, right? Plus my constitution. It's not. Okay.
Oh, plus
Cool. Well, I rolled a 6, so
Ooh.
I get 7.
Ooh, you won't go down from another little bird attack.
Let's
This time.
hope they don't also do more damage.
2 little bird attacks.
Why would they do that?
Oh, I don't know.
And thankfully, Killian is amassing stones.
I am.
Oh yes.
That is true.
I rolled a 3, so I get 5 more, so I'm at 15.
Okay.
Could be better. Not too bad though. You're like I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah. That's okay.
I rolled a 9 plus
Yo.
2 for con, so that takes me to 24.
Whoa!
Whoa! New tank.
Gertie Bobbins.
Gertie can dish it and
There's a
take
cow.
it.
Yeah.
She's a cow.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I rolled a 2, and that means I get plus 3 to my AP.
You being a little bit like of a wispier gentleman, I feel
I'm
like
a
is
little twig. I'm
yeah, it's
so
like
like-
if they hit like below the waist, you're rock solid. Above the waist,
He's a little.
yeah.
He's a little wisp of a man.
Wonderful. Alrighty, we're still running the poll, I believe, but thank you all for being here for our very first episode. I know there were a little bit of kerfuffles here as we got started, but we'll get everything sorted. And thank you all for being here. Do we have results, or do you want to hold off for another few minutes?
I think at this point, we've got 5 unanimous votes for a charisma save, so...
Charisma save,
Charisma
wonderful.
it is, y'all.
Cool. Perfect. That was the only one we had to vote on?
Yep.
Yes, that's
Great.
it.
Well, one more time, thank you all for being here, specters and spectators, for Spirits of the Game. We're going to be back with the next episode of our pilot season next week, which I believe is September 17th. Same time, 4 p.m. Hopefully starting on time this time. We had a few little hiccups we really had to sort out before we got started. But once again, thank you all for being here.